this one I think I'm just going to close that one for now. Cody says he's learning songs with 15 verses tonight, so I don't know if we'll hear from him.
Cody?
Yeah, he says he's learning a song with 15 verses. Okay, let me get some music going here. Here we go. Hey, it's 4 o'clock Friday afternoon, and we are back. The Phil and Jon show, Phil and Jon Zone, actually, as it's known in certain circles.
You know what? Hey, John. Happy Friday.
Hey, happy Friday, buddy. How are you, Phil?
Fantastic, John.
Excellent,
Fantastic.
excellent.
Just trying to...
Well, we're live now. We're still in the process of booking acts and figuring out what the show's going to be like tonight. We got a couple of we got at least one very good special guest, other than my extra very special good friend guest, Phil Strauss. Everybody, give it up, Phil Strauss.
But it's me. And, thanks, John, for having me again. Episode number
4. Number 4, and we're very proud of ourselves for getting this far.
Any acts that want to come on?
Hey, Nick Rubio.
We pay nothing.
Yeah, we pay nothing. We have zero redeemable value, but we would like to have you on our show if you're a musician and you play songs in the especially central to northern Illinois area. Stop by and see us sometime and see how see what that feels like to be on our show with us. I guess we've had some pretty good guests in the past.
You know, you're at home doing nothing. Normally you wouldn't be listening to us. Usually we'd be at a festival, downwinding from Hartford, or is it? Yeah.
Yeah, right. Today we'd be just coming off of the Hartford buzz still. Be a few days later.
The footage and video I watched from My Tall Tripod, is that how you say it?
Oh, did you watch some of that this weekend?
Unbelievable. I told you, it was... I didn't realize how much I really missed Hartford and how much I missed music that much watching that. I was choked up. Really, I'm going not just music, but the bluegrass acts. Man, I took a lot of them for granted.
Well, both you and me alike were working most that weekend, so we miss a lot of that stuff. We don't even get to watch the whole sets. You know, we might get to go down and check out a few songs, but we don't get to really soak up the whole set like that, like sitting on the couch watching it. I mean, his videos are such good quality.
Yes, very good, very good. Yes,
My Tall Tripod, ladies and gentlemen. If you're curious about where we're getting our video information from, My Tall Tripod does is he records tons and tons of stuff, live concerts, live footage, live videos, and shares it all free on the internet, YouTube.
Great stuff, great stuff.
So it was on another note, like did you paint it all this week, Phil?
Yes, I did, John. Just finishing up my garden signs. I sent a bunch out this week. Some got it. Hopefully, Brian and Sarah got theirs. I got the artwork from their daughter. Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, doing some finishing them up. Some old little signs. You'll see it on the website when the weather is nice this week.
Exotic herbs. I like that one. Not your everyday sage and rosemary.
Yeah, hummingbird, herb garden. They're nice. It's different looking. It's not for everybody, but yeah, they're all made out of cedar.
Not for everybody. I think everybody would love one if they got one. You know, Jim and Donna have that one in their garden. They left it out all winter long, and you do such a good job with preserving your woods and your paintings that still looks really nice a year later.
Yeah, and went got a bunch of barnwood. I think I said that last week. I'm gonna start doing. My birdhouse is all out of barnwood. It's going to be pretty cool. Some of my wood artwork. And looking forward to getting at painting elk again when I get the festival around. If anybody needs.
Speaking of festivals, yeah, there is a festival this weekend down in Missouri, the Bird Fest. Good old Jimmy Tebow and the Schwag and a bunch of other really good acts. He always puts together some really, really stellar cover acts and good entertainment for the whole day. They were all sharing images of it, though, and it sure didn't look very well populated. Now, this is Friday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so hopefully more people will show up. But I wonder now if this is the first festival's happening, who will go? You know, because some people are going to be afraid to go still. I'm still nervous about doing stuff and going out in big crowds. You know, I went to the store today. I about had a dang cardiac arrest just trying to check out my groceries. It's so stressful.
Need about 4 or 5 acres and start. A few friends this past weekend invited me to for get-togethers. You know, fire, stay your distance.
Same here. I got invited to stuff.
I wouldn't have no problem with that, actually. I really would.
Now, what I did see today, too, is the people about 5 houses away from me had a garage sale. And there's nothing short of me just setting up the booth right in the front yard and just letting the neighbors check it out, you know.
Yeah, come by my neighborhood, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I painted, I guess. Yeah, I painted these guys. Flowers and mushroom houses and things.
She probably stopped at a garage sale. There's garage sales.
Yeah, she went to get your beer, and do you think she stopped at a garage sale on the way home?
Asked what we wanted for dinner. Some meat or pizza and mayonnaise so I can make a pasta salad.
Meat, pizza, or mayonnaise. Tonight on the
menu.
Yeah,
really simple. I'm the grocery shopper, so it was simple. She probably got 2 out of 3. Sorry, Laura. She knows.
I went to the store today. It was an interesting experience. Pretty crowded. People are being pretty nice to each other. There's should wear your masks. There are people that don't wear them. I mean, it's up to each person what they want to do or don't want to do. I think the whole mask thing has pretty much been kiboshed by the whole protest thing and everybody getting together anyway.
Well, the grocery stores by me, any store, you have to have a mask. Big sign in every store.
They're making them? Or they're trying to enforce it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of people come out of the store and ask me, liquor store, a couple of weeks ago, you know, can you get me liquor? I don't have a mask. And I said, no.
It's like the old day. Not because I'm not 21. I just don't have a mask. You know, that's weird. Mirrored video. So strange.
So they still do.
We're
not in country. We're, it's still populated. But
you guys, similar neighborhood than what we're, I think. There's houses next door, across the street, cul-de-sacs, things like that.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I still have friends want to come over. We got a yard. That's fine. Stand 6 feet away. That's fine. No problem.
Not to talk about it too much, but have you been watching all the live feeds and stuff people are doing from their cities and protests and things like that? We'll get this out of the way early.
Yeah, I have. I don't know an answer. I guess what bottom line, if you protest, an organized protest gets nowhere, but non-sanctioned protest is what you want, because then your voice is heard instead of just like going to a meeting. Meetings aren't getting anywhere, so that's the way protests have always been.
Yeah.
I just don't like. We had helicopters flying over our house, and a couple nights ago, and Trump took a picture. We had National Guard 4 miles away blocking the streets. It's kind of nervous.
My town is completely removed from the city. We live in a town in the middle of Illinois where, there's 30 miles of corn on each side of us. And we've got a good population. There's 50, 60,000 people here. And, but we just didn't expect there to be any kind of reaction as there was. I mean, there was a great big protest here, hundreds of people. But then there was also like 2 nights of people just basically burning shit down and breaking into stuff. They destroyed a phone store, a couple liquor stores, a cigarette store. They broke windows out of a jewelry store. I didn't expect that, but I guess it's just people reacting the way they're going to react. Some people are going to react differently than other people, Here we got Dustin Figert in the room. Dustin Figert. I wonder how he says his last name. Figert. I call it Figert. Dustin, you know Dustin Figert? Have you met him?
Yeah.
Dustin and Lauren, they're a wonderful couple. He does a ton of music promotion around Central Illinois and in our general vicinity of life. We like Dustin a lot.
Ooh. First time I turned on the air was 2 days ago. Oh, good.
Really? 2 days ago?
Yeah.
You should be proud of that, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's an accomplishment.
we don't have a second floor. We got a top floor and a basement. Basement's just as big, well, somewhat. It's so cold down there, even without the AC. It's nice.
They got Feigert, Dustin Feigert. Okay, that's how we say it. If you're looking up our good friend Dustin Feigert, he's a great person. Showing me music. He loves music. He shares music. He's introduced me to some new venues. A little venue in Riverton that's like it's a backroom listening lounge. That's just the really groovy. It's like it's a tiny room. It's like a bedroom sized room, a little bit bigger than like a master's bedroom sized room with a bar at one end and a stage at the other end. And I reckon 25 seats, 30 seats maybe. Great to see music in though.
I love the word lounge.
Yeah,
and they very comfortable. I used to go to venues in the city, lounges, 50 people, jazz oriented. But I love the word lounge anyway. Go ahead.
The owner, Jeb Brown, he's insistent upon people listening to the music. And if you talk during the music, if you talk during the show, he will come over to you and give your money back and ask you to leave. Just say no, you're not talking during this music. It's like church. I mean, it's a small room. The Riverton Listening Lounge, I think is what it's called. We have to look it up. I'll have to get a link up later, but it's got really good potential for good times. I know that for sure. I'm not sure how this works, man. Oh yeah, here we go. We got Amy Griffin joined. We gotta say hi to Amy Griffin. She is pretty amazing. Thomas Beverly, Pete Bocek, David Ramirez. There's some people that are on our feed right now. Terry Riley, Tammy Davis just joined.
What did you cook today? I saw that bread. It's a lot of bread.
Who was cooking bread today? Pete Bocek was?
Yeah.
I love that post he put up with his little garden area.
And with his cat on the deck. Was that you, Pete? I do believe it was.
Yeah.
Hi, Pete.
He posted that picture yesterday of his garden, and there's a great big bowl of moss on his garden, and everybody. Well, first I said it. I made a joke about it looking like smoke or herbs or whatever, and then we talked and we joked back and forth, and then the next comment was like, "What is in that bowl, dude?"
Pete don't party. He doesn't drink
Pete doesn't drink. Pete Bocek doesn't drink. Is that what you just said?
Well, yeah, I guess.
We're talking about Pete Bocek, not Pete Jive. Difference.
I know who you're talking about.
Pete Bocek is one hell of a supporter of the arts, as well as Pete Jive. They're both very, very good supporters of what we do, and without them, we couldn't be us. I mean, the bands and the artists, we all need people to like what we do. Make it worth our while.
Good, eclectic, band-oriented, non-record artwork coming up with drumsticks and picks. I saw.
Hey, Josh Blades just came in the room.
Hey, Josh.
I haven't seen Josh Blades in a while, and my good friend Paul Pickley, born the same day as me, Jerry Eicher. Got a good little travel through tonight. I think that I'm wondering if our guest sharing the post today helped. And we did say he would be here at 5:00, but he's doing another show right now. And actually, it's funny because I kind of want to go look at that show while we're doing our show.
He is in this band. That's one of his bands, his newest band. Here we go.
And with Tim Carbone and Adam Gruhl, Brian Adams on bass, not the Brian Adams, another the Brian Adams. Our friend Chad Staley on keyboards, Vince Herman singing. That's a hell of a band. Yeah. One more. I forgot. There's one more. That'll come to me.
There's another one that he's in.
The Great American Taxi. He's one of the founders of that. He's pretty amazing.
Yeah. He was at the first Shoe Fest with Great American Taxi.
Yep.
First Shoe Fest. Right there.
He was there at Hartford with the Great American Taxi too, and both those started in the same year. Shoe Fest and Hartford started in the same year.
Taxi and High Hawks were supposed to be at Hartford this year.
Yeah, they sure were.
And everybody probably knows this band he's famous for. The Salmon.
Leftover Salmon. You ever heard of those guys? They're one hell of a band, man. That's to think that he's going to come on our show tonight and hang out with us. It makes me feel pretty good. It makes me feel accomplished, and I'll tell the story later again, I'm sure. But he was somebody who I really looked up to. There was Fish and the Dead were happening. It was the early '90s, and I was like, these guys are great. This is fun. I saw Dead. I went there and had the experience. I saw Fish. I listened to the music and saw the lights. I really loved both of them. But when I got that Leftover Salmon tape from Breckenridge, 1994-ish or whatever, that bootleg first tape I ever had from my friend Sam Huff, I was just blown away with what Salmon was doing, and I've been stuck on him ever since. They're gonna have a hard time getting rid of me.
Pretty special you got him, John. I'm psyched.
He's just a good person. We've worked together for years.
Yeah.
Like I said, through all the stuff we've done. We've really done a lot of fun things, and I don't know, I'm just proud to be his friend, I guess, and have him call me a friend. He came up to Hartford one year a few years ago, and I was waiting for him to get there, and I was up at the booth, and I was kind of hanging out, and somebody said he was there. Vince is here. Go down and see him, and I was busy, so I was talking to everybody, and I had to work, and I decided to go down there and check out. Or before I even went down there, he shows up at the booth on a golf cart saying he was coming to see me. I mean, that's just the kind of stuff, when you look up somebody and they actually, they get you back. It's good. I'm just sharing this everywhere. We're gonna get ridiculous. We're probably gonna get booted from stuff, but I'm just sharing all over the place for us. Share it if you can. If you can share for us tonight, we'll look through all the shares and I'll send out some stickers to somebody who does the best sharing over the course of these few weeks of our show that we do.
You got to meet Vince 4 or 5 times, all at Hartford. First time, hi Vince, how you doing? After that, it was more like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, he's just a guy like us. A lot of our musician friends, they really they just are just people like us.
Yeah, he is.
Oh shoot! I pushed the wrong button. Here we go. We're still here. I had my computer shut down a couple times today on its own. I don't know if it's getting hot or if it's so if at any point during the program this evening everything just stops, it ain't my fault. It's technology.
Yeah, stay away from the buttons and everything.
I try not to touch too much. I try to have too many windows open, although I have far too many windows open.
Yeah, we can open the windows for real at home. We're supposed to get a front, low humidity, beautiful weekend. Speaking of windows.
Yeah, looking in windows. I'd rather be looking in their windows than these windows, I guess.
I'd rather be looking at a fire or some live music.
Yeah, we need live music. We need live music. I think everybody can benefit from a little live music in their life,
Just, sing to sing.
I love the feeds. The feeds feel good. I mean, I love, the thing about Hartford this year, because normally we'd go there, we'd get there on Tuesday, we'd work just tirelessly for the whole first few days, have that great night before the festival, then have the whole 3-day festival, then tear down and come home, be so tired. And I sat on the couch all weekend and I watched videos from Hartford this year. That was the only kind of part that I was kind of grateful. On the last day, on Sunday, when we'd be tearing down and tired and cranky, we were just sitting on the couch. That's the only positive in the whole situation.
Yeah, I saw one of the signs I painted for Hartford. Tom Burke wanted me to paint a giant sign for the stage. No dancing in front of, inside 10 feet or something.
No chairs within the first 30 feet.
No chairs, that's what it was.
Oh, yeah, our friend Jason Miller just came in the feed there.
What's up, Jason?
What's up, Jason? Your posts have been rather interesting this winter. He's funny to watch on there. He posts things that I probably wouldn't. That's okay. That's not dance. Oh, hold on. I got lighting adjustment
I
here.
think it's better, but I gotta green better.
I just had to turn on the lava lamp because it's up in the corner of the image there, and there's Sheila's birds. I got Sheila's birds hanging in. You got any Sheila's birds? Remember when she used to make those bird mobiles?
Yeah, I like that a lot. Yes.
Yeah.
What happened to that split painting you had back in the corner?
The split painting is over in a pile on the side because I have too many paintings right now.
You didn't sell it?
No, I've been selling quite a bit. I sold a whole bunch of those Hunter Thompson paintings. I mean, like shit. I sold like a half a dozen of them in a week. But I like to keep them moved around a little bit and rearrange it. No, the split painting is there.
Scott, I'm gonna do some raffling next weekend. I'm trying to figure out how to.
I like that idea.
Yes, a garden sign and an album for 2, sponsored by for some musicians for their donations.
I like that. I like that idea.
Next weekend. Mm-hmm.
I've been doing so many paintings, and as you can see, the wall behind me is totally full, and that's like the whole booth full of paintings. If I were to set up somewhere I have no space for all the art that I have, I wouldn't be able to fill it all. And I've been thinking about giving away a couple pieces and just doing either some kind of raffle or just maybe taking some of the pieces I've been looking at for a long time and just sending them off into the universe and seeing if people like the art. And a lot of people will comment and they'll say they really want the art, but they can't afford the art. Or they think they can't afford the art because everything is really priced completely reasonably. But some of our friends, they don't have a lot of money, and I'd like to send a few out to people that are, for good cause. If you know anybody deserving, I've already got a couple in mind. Actually, there's a pile of paintings on one side of the room that are kind of set aside for people who just have said they liked them but never buy anything. So we'll see.
Yeah, we're ready for a festival, John.
Yeah, I'm so stocked up, dude.
I'll be back in 1 second.
Yeah. All right, Phil Strauss, folks. He's a hell of an artist. He's one of a kind, a friend too. There's nobody like him in the world. I'd like to give it up for Phil Strauss. His link is in the description of this video. Go follow him. He shares a lot of his album and wood art, and he's just a really good guy. Get to know him. He makes custom work. He does a ton of stuff that's just what people want. He did it, when the Cubs won, he did a whole ton of Cubs stuff. And we miss you too, Terry Riley. How are you doing? We love the Rileys. Bob and Terry Riley, they just chimed in on the feed. Very great people. Important humans in this world. Well, I'm glad Justin Kaltrick made it. I like people that come in and say hi. Damn, Phil is looking sexy, they say. Janine Cashpool says howdy. Everybody, howdy back to all you people. We appreciate you coming.
Who's Justin Torres?
Justin Kalcic.
Huh.
I don't know either. I don't think I do. I might. See, we're probably going to have some interesting people come in tonight because of Vince sharing the post. And I said his name, but I already posted that he's going to be on the show.
Yeah, you already posted Ernie. Yeah, Ernie's posted some.
Sometime between 5 and 5:30, we're expecting a guest from the Crown Prince of all festival life.
You think he's going to pick up his guitar or just talk?
I don't know. Ideally, he'll bring the guitar because it's better when we have musical guests. I have a feeling. I think that probably keeps people's attention tied quicker to the imagery and whatnot.
I'm going to say thank you to our guest last week, fiddle player, young prodigy.
Oh, Nolan Strupek.
Yeah, Ernie Hill was fantastic in his storytelling and his playing. Ernie Hill, thank you. Thanks, Pete.
Ernie, first thing, probably Sunday morning, Ernie sent me a message saying he was already working on getting his microphone fixed up better and is ready to do it again. I told him anytime. I mean, anytime he wants to come on there and be part of the show. We're open to having guests. This is we're hiring. Oh, cheers, brother.
First one since last weekend.
See, you are out of sync because you're just not out and doing stuff, and it's probably better for you. I feel unhealthy. Cheers, everyone out there in the world. If you're drinking, raise them up. Numbers are ups and downs tonight. It's interesting. I need to cover that little corner of the screen so I can't see that number. But I like seeing who comes in the room, so I'll put it over like this.
See who comes in the room? See, I see nothing like this.
Yeah, I can just tell you. I mean, if you want me to tell you or not, or I won't tell you. You won't be nervous, and there's like 1,000 people in here watching us.
As long as
I don't know. Tell your mom. I mean, we don't. Did your mom watch the show, Phil?
I think my dad did. I got some relatives who watched it. I have some neighbor, friends from her work. People. Yeah. That's
cool. I've been curious as who's tuning in, what they think. I did that little test strip today just to see if what it sounded like. I want to go back and listen to it without going too deep into our shows, and I'm pretty impressed with the way it comes across.
I still have not watched any of our episodes.
Pink just sent a message. She says, last night dreamed Floyd and I were camping with John and Amy. Hartford dreams, I guess. Oh, man. I want to have some dreams where I'm camping with my friends. I could deal with that right about now. Hey, there's Machete. We knew he'd be here eventually.
Hey, Scott. What's going on, buddy?
We love Machete. We love Scott. We love our buddy Scott. Yes, we do. He is a hero of all of ours. What a great person.
Yeah, Scott's donated. We're doing some raffles next week, Scott. We'll talk about it next week, but we got some raffles coming next weekend, so stay tuned. You got to watch for the whole 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. You never know when we're going to give it away.
We won't draw the tickets until 5 minutes before we end, but we don't know when we'll end, so you just have to hope for the best. Here again, a reintroduction to what we're doing here. Tom Harmon says, nobody is watching. They're all me. So Tom has like 10 devices open, and he's watching on all of the devices. So it looks like we have a lot of friends. Tom, we appreciate that.
I don't care if you're watching anyway. It was me and John talking. If you want to join us,
Tom is welcome to join us. I'll send him the message if he would like to. He has the jokes, man. I'll tell you what, he has the jokes. Nice artwork on your page, Tom, by the way. Very cool. Scary looking, kind of. But I don't even know if he has Zoom. But it'd be funny. I like Tom. Tom's Tom Harmon, folks. If you're not familiar with who Tom is, he's Oh, Dustin Feigert would like to commission a Sunshine Daydream art piece on vinyl. So make a note of that. I'll get you send a message to Phil. And oh, now Josh Blade says he's the real Tom Harmon.
Tommy, sometimes I'm scared when you write on Facebook like at 6 a.m. with a bottle of Jack and an album of mine. You switch out and go, drinking with Phil Strodes. Some of my friends go, what are you doing?
And he tags you in so it goes across the internet to the world.
Yeah. You need some more albums, Tommy. Some of them are blank. You had a horseshoes and hand grenades up there the other day under the willow. Okay, Dustin, get a hold of me on Facebook.
Sunshine Daydream is the name of that.
I heard good.
You know who they are, yeah.
Yeah, they have a festival down.
My good friend Mikey Tash plays keyboards for him, and
I talked to someone about that. Okay. Cool beans.
Play my party even if we weren't going to have it, and bring a PA and everything, and I don't think we're going to have one yet. My party. Let's talk about that for just 5 seconds.
I would go.
You'd be there, I know. Right now, because of the way things are and the way things everything that went down last week, we are not going to have the party on June 19th. I need to make an announcement on the page, but we are going to.
What about the 20th?
Yeah, maybe. Why not? Yeah. We're going to postpone it out a little bit. We're just going to push it out a few weeks, and we're going to keep it up in the air. And if there's nothing else going on, when we feel comfortable, whenever Ma and Pa Lighthouse feel comfortable, and our friends and the sound guys and everybody else feels comfortable about it, then we'll have it then. You know, what are we going to do? The 12th. That's what Lauren Britt said. Is that float, Lauren? It probably is, isn't it?
Isn't it funny looking at the calendar and trying to make plans and you just shake your head and go, I really can't make plans. I don't know what that's going on.
Well, I sat down with my calendar at the beginning of the summer, or the beginning of the year, and wrote down everything that I was going to be doing anyway. And now it's just every time you turn the page, it's like, ah. I'm supposed to be in Hannibal right now, actually. Supposed to be at the Hannibal Brews and Barbecues, or that's what it's called. It's called something like that. A guy does a VW show down there, and it's a VW show /
I think pre-talk, John, we were talking about the musical acts. In Yorkville, the law office has musicians playing on the rooftop, I do believe. Aaron Kelly this weekend. So they're on the rooftop, and you can go outside and listen to them.
That's cool.
The law office.
Some venues will have that opportunity to be outside if they have nice space or courtyard or whatever, you know. But I don't know. Our party's not like, I mean, we're not like on top of each other there, but we didn't feel it would be fair to invite just 50 people or just 10 people, or just because that includes like the first 2 bands, our family, and the vendors. That's it, you know, and then we're done. And it's not going to be fair right away to have it without actually having it.
51 and 52 are going to be really mad.
Well, they would, and I don't know
Tommy Harmon.
Would we turn people away, or would we, you know, what do you do if you have an event and it gets over or out of control? I mean, until they say, and we usually have like 75, 100 cars parked out on the road out there, so it's best. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I really wish we could just do it. Of course, I wish we could do everything. I wish, you know, Hartford weekend was beautiful, and it would have been a beautiful weekend for a festival out there. But, you know.
Think about that, John. Do you think it's going to still happen on the new date? Everything a go as of now?
I think we got to wait the next few weeks. We got to see what's going to happen after all these protests and everything that happened there, and see how that affects this cause of everything.
What's
oh yeah, well, sure. No matter what, something else is going to happen. Are you kidding me? No matter what we think we've been through or have done, something is going to surprise the shit out of us that we weren't expecting. I mean, right? All year long, that's the way it's been. The last 2 years.
My friend Sunbeard, Scott Tipping, Matt Robinson, Johnny Reed, Janice Walling got a couple new CDs out.
They did release 2 CDs, didn't they?
or 2 CDs coming out this summer.
Same summer. That's 2 different times, I think.
Okay. One I'd Lord try to get one, I do believe today. Artist is Liz Burr out of New York.
Yep.
And John.
And I did the paintings that were similar to like what this guy here for those guys for the album cover, for one of the album covers.
Yeah.
And then Liz took it and she did all the design work, which is the hard kind of headache part anyway. So thanks for her for doing that.
Once a year at Shoe Fest. Love Shoe Fest.
Video chat with Terry Riley. Oh, it's the video chat with Terry Riley. Oh, she's so sweet. And there again, people that we know from Hartford and the people that we know from our festival life. There's so many good people out there in the world.
There is.
It's amazing. You can't say hi to all of them. You give digital hugs and whatnot. And how are you? Can't see you. You're off camera. That's Amy. She's saying hi.
Hi, Amy.
Hi, Phil.
How are you?
She looks beautiful today.
Sweetie.
I still want the bug box.
Yeah, it's here. It's yours.
Will you deliver it?
Yeah, it's canceled June 19th, so it's June 20th, so I'll be there 20th.
Well, just kind of, you come anyway. Phil, come anyway.
We should live closer. Believe it. You're 2.5, 3 hours away.
Yeah, it's not that far. It's not that far.
It's far.
Oh, LJ Blades just signed in. She said, "Hi guys, love you and miss you. Thank you for doing this." So I guess that the Blades family is appreciating us. Josh and LJ, good friends of ours.
I just sent a Kobe Bryant album to my good friends down in Arkansas.
The Kobe Bryant album. See, there you go. That just shows how much you'll do. You got no limitations. If it fits on a record.
Just the words out of Josh and Laura Blades' what they wrote me. It was priceless. That's what makes me happy. And their son loved it. He's a Kobe Bryant fan. So
Machete and Jason Miller both said hi to Amy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That's all you get.
Amy, that was Amy, folks. Amy Griffin, my wife. She's awesome. Wonderful. Tag her if you know her. No, not like that.
No.
On Facebook.
yeah, we get a lot of fireworks going off early, and a lot of them are gunshots outside. There was one. I can kind of decipher the.
You been hearing that?
I just heard it. Yeah,
That sucks, man. I've been pretty much addicted to the police scanner around here lately. It's they get on their phone, you can listen to what's going on, and it's sometimes scary and sometimes silly. There was one, they sent these fire trucks out, and then halfway when the fire trucks were getting there, they had to call them back, said there was no fire. Very strange. Very strange time.
it is. Yeah.
J.R. Mace. What's up, J.R. Mace? Welcome to watching the show. Thanks for coming today. Not sure exactly who you are, but I'm glad you're here. We invite all. We appreciate all who can be part of what we do. If you're unfamiliar, if you're just tuning in, this is the Phil and Jon Zone, and we are. What are we, Phil? How do you express what we are?
We are two wild and crazy guys. No, we're not. We're two artists who enjoy seeing people smile. We like
This is true.
He's an artist. I'm trying to be an artist.
I don't think that's true. I think we're just painters. We like to paint.
We paint with our fingers.
If anybody out there watching has a better description of what we do or who we are, please enter in the comments now. I'd like to see what you think of us, all 16 of you. Show that a little slower, Phil.
Let's go this way. It's for a hummingbird path. Colors really pop outside. They're all polyurethane. 2 strings go up there. You can hang it.
Do you ever have a need for any signs that say no V-chickles?
No.
Do you remember?
I like custom artwork that I'm doing on some signs that I can't even say, well, per se.
I don't have much today that I've got that's hidden that I can't show. Everything I've done that was secret is sold or has been shipped off. I shipped a ton of stuff this week.
I'm doing a custom sign for Jamie Morris. I'm working on that, Jamie. Big sign for Jeffrey for his Hi-Ho Gems out in Tinley Park.
Nice.
Any custom signs you need, colors or whatever, be Beware a Dog, or I got some killer barnwood. I haven't even touched it yet. I had to wash it, let it dry. It's beautiful. Can't wait to do that this weekend because garden signs are done. They'll be posted, about 40 more tomorrow.
3 more garden signs, handmade stuff from Phil Strauds. He's a one-of-a-kind artist, paints on things. That's how you paint on things, Phil.
I mean, I think this.
Records, pieces of wood, birdhouses, walking sticks. I've seen him paint on people at a couple occasions.
Yeah,
I don't think you've ever painted on me.
just
Oh, custom-made dog bone signs. Those are so cool.
Quarantine Rock Club. I never post anything up. There's our first one. That's our first show.
What's that? Oh, you got another one.
Phil and Jon Zone number 2.
I've been seeing the rocks all week this week, and I haven't painted on one yet. And I need to just
Here's
paint on rocks.
Zone 3.
What? These
And
might be
there's our-
potential raffle items.
Could be Phil and Jon Zone 4.
Jason Miller says we are wild and crazy spreaders of smiles. We spread smiles. And then Nell J says, you make us smile with fantastic art and loving personalities. Aww. Now it's time we dance. No, take a little break, Bill. I'll see you in a minute. All right, already. Oh, the boat is rocking. Oh, we really wish we could be outside set up somewhere. I'm sure right now it's definitely hard for us to not be. All right. Playing with sound effects, fun with sound effects. So when I asked Vince to come on, because this is week 4 of our show this week, and I actually asked Vince to come on week 1. Because we were going to be talking about the fact that we weren't going to festivals. And he'd be somebody we'd be seeing at festivals. And he said he would do it. And we've been watching his feed every week. He goes on Tuesday nights about 7 o'clock and plays like about a 45-minute to an hour and a half long concert for us all. All of his songs, if you're familiar with anything he does. Leftover Salmon, Great American Taxi, The High Hawks, Vince Herman and Friends, Vince and Silas Herman. I think he's online right now with his daughter Arwen, I think, right now, actually. And he said he would do it, so we're going to have him eventually. Now, I got to stall for like almost another 40 minutes before he's done with his show. But he just is a good guy. It's funny. Like I said earlier, when you look up to somebody as a musician and then they become your friend, and it says a lot about people in general, how awesome they are. Let's see here what we got. Let's see if he's still online still. We're going to check in on Vince Herman real quick on his page, his thing, his feed. Oh, he said he was going to go live unless he went live somewhere else, I bet. Well, we tried. Okay, he'll be here. He'll be here eventually. You got to watch the doorbell if it rings. He'll be here. I was going to tell a story. I was going to say something inspiring right there, but I didn't, did I? How did I meet Vince Herman first time? Well, was at a Leftover Salmon concert. Because I saw him a couple times back in the mid to late 90s, like 96, 97 in Arizona on the tours, the Horde Tour. And then it was a bunch of years later, probably 2000, 2001, my brother Joe and I went to a show in California at a place called the Miners Foundry in Nevada City, California. A really nice venue. And see Leftover Salmon, and we had procured one jazz cigarette for the evening. We'll just use the term jazz cigarette now for storytelling properties. And I really wanted to meet Vince. I love Leftover Salmon. I looked up to those guys. I thought they were pretty neat folks, And we went out to take a break at set break, and we're going to smoke our jazz cigarette in between set breaks and then go back into the show and enjoy the second set. And we go out there, and he grabbed my brother Joe, pulls out the jazz cigarette, and gets ready to light it. I'm like, just wait a second. Let's not light it quite yet. Give it like 5 minutes. And as soon as I said that, Vince come walking out the back door of this venue, and we were about 25 yards from the back door. And I said, try and slide it now and see what happens. And I was looking at him, and he was looking at the cigarette and lighting it. And then we both looked up, and there was old Vince Herman standing there next to me going, "Hey, I'm Vince. Nice to meet you." So that's how I met Vince Herman the first time. And we ended up hanging out with him till way too late at night. Oh, thank you so very much. Oh. We ended up hanging out with him in the back room of the Miners Foundry. I was just telling a story about how I met Vince. Phil.
Sorry, when I go out and
That's okay. It just gets, I get sad when you leave. It's like I get lonely.
I get lonely. I'm sitting in there having a cigarette. I only had 3 all week because I didn't.
3 cigarettes all week?
4.
I'm proud of that. Even if you had 10, that's awesome, man.
I know.
It's good for you to not, you know. Chad Ing has joined the room. Now, Chad Ing, if you're not familiar with who Chad Ing is, and Christy Carpenter and Gary Degler. Nice. It's a good crew of people in here tonight.
Hey, Dad. Yeah, I wrote you this morning about that record store. Sent a picture a while back. Can't find a record store. I want to send him an album or two for his record store in Colorado.
We did cheat the quarantine a little bit, and we went snuck down to the river with Chad and Jamie last weekend. Last weekend, and went down to Missouri to some kind of private river area, semi-private, not private at all really, and rented a cabin and went swimming in the river. It was awesome. Meg Elizabeth and Christy Carpenter, we love you guys too.
You went?
I went out to where people were, sort of. And there's a few pictures of it online. It wasn't a huge group. It was just a handful of us. Matt Wallace, a friend of ours through the Peak and Peoria area, had rented a kind of a campground area.
That sounds beautiful.
It was awesome. And we stayed away from people, and we did our best to wear masks in places, you know.
Doesn't it sound so funny? Stay away from people. Stay away.
Oh, I hate it. I hate the thing. I really dislike people not being able to see each other's smiles. I was at the grocery store, and I see people walking, and I'm a very smiling person. I like to smile. I like to say hello to everybody. And it just wasn't, nobody wanted, you can't see anybody smiling. You can't tell in their face if they're smiling, you know, their eyes. But there was no, I just can't return that smile. It bothers me. That bothered me the most. That and people just getting out of your way when they see you coming because you're another human. And they think that if they touch another human, they're going to catch this thing that everybody's got, which is real. But it just, that's the most uncomfortable part of it, is the interaction with people.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a hugger.
Shit, yeah. Virtual hugs.
Guess on the
Hug it out. Huge hugs for the crew. Everybody give a hug.
Well, you know, you just back off. I'm giving you a hug, man. I don't know.
It's made us all react differently to each other and to other humans in our life, no matter who they are. It made me sad. You know, my kids are working, they're busy, and I'm afraid to hug them when they come home from work. It's very discomforting, that part of it, you know. But I got a joke.
Good.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
No bell.
No bell who?
No bell. That's why I knocked. I told you that joke before. I know I have.
You don't have a ring?
There's one about a private tutor, but I can't ruin that one for Pete. We're also accepting joke writers and material people to write material for us. So we have something to fill this time with, you know. Coming on the quarter till the hour at 15 till. Is that when we smoke pot? Oh, we missed 420. I
did.
I hope everybody out there got to at least celebrate a little bit.
Yeah.
Now you've got a moderator, because you've got Laura on there moderating your messages for you.
She's on the deck in her bikini, actually.
Woo!
Getting sun, because we get perfect sun. Trying on her new bikini. She went to the store and obviously the Salvation Army or whatever, the thrift store, which is phenomenal here.
I bet it's big.
Some Neil Young concert shirts for $1.
What?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Not today, but it's like a gold mine. Every time you go in there, you go, what?
I did a design for a T-shirt, and it was for it was like a hot dog running a marathon, and I found one so it was a shirt you got for running a marathon, basically. It was this hot dog running it. I found one of my shirts I designed in a thrift store. Somebody had gotten rid of it.
That's a great story.
But it was a 3XL shirt. It was so big. I think the shirt was probably about, it was huge. And I was thinking about, this is somebody who ran a marathon. Maybe. I don't know, or a supporter, but it was a huge shirt. I was just impressed that one of my shirts was in the thrift store. And that's like kind of like full circle.
That is.
Hey, Netta.
It's a full moon tonight, correct?
Fuck yeah, it is. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, heck yeah, it is.
I went to Farmer's Almanac, I believe a little bit. Whatever.
What's the phone?
Days, last weekend said, get your cucumber and zucchini or squash plants and zucchini. Now is the time to plant. So we go to this mom and pop feed store that supplies all the farmers. It's in the middle of, it's in Aurora. It's just old school. Where they have just giant cucumbers and squash. They go, how'd you know? Farmer's Almanac. Now's the time to plant.
Laura would actually like to rectify something real quick. She said that her swimsuit did not come from Goodwill.
Oh.
That came across in translation, maybe incorrectly.
Whoops. But she is in a bikini.
Hey, that's all right with me. And you too, I imagine.
Yes.
Christy, I'm not sure what that means. But
Backyard per se. She,
good for her. Everybody needs that from time to time. A little outside.
see the tag? I bet you it's from Goodwill. Looks from the knock on the door from Amazon Prime every other minute. Dogs barking. Yeah, another package. I'm downstairs. Another package at the.
Hope we're coming across okay, everybody out there in TV land. We really appreciate everybody coming in tonight so far that's been in. We've had quite a few folks drop by and say hello, and a lot of folks that are sticking around and staying too. We do have a special guest tonight around 5:30, between 5 and 5:30 at some point, ideally. I don't know. It probably won't even happen. I'm probably just full of crap. But we really, we put our heart out. We want people to come be part of what we're doing. And if you have any idea, if you'd like to be on the show, you could read poetry, or you could sing a song, or you could do a little dance, or whatever you want. I believe in all of you folks, and we'd like to have each and every one of you on the show at some point in time.
Got this cool book from Laura called Booze. Anybody seen it before? Booze and Vinyl. Booze and Vinyl. It's about having a night. You put on.
We got a request to show some artwork off.
And what?
Well, Christy said we should show off some of the stuff we've been making and we have for sale. But for me, you can see it all. These are new.
Christy, I have hundreds and 500,000. Yeah, I like that.
These are brand new. This happened last week. I just decided I was going to do him in the new style. And literally, like, I've got 2 left. I painted, I think, 8 of them altogether. And I only have 2 left. And I'll do more if I get the request. But
You should have said 1 left because then they would have sold.
well, I only have 1 left of each. Well, yeah, you're right. This little guy, I worked on this little guy. The waves.
Laura wants a rooster.
Well, I have the little rooster still. Is that the last one? She thought was Santa Claus. She told me last week. She said, "Nice Santa Claus," but I think this is what she was looking at. It's the only thing in the room that resembles a Santa Claus.
I like that a lot. Where are those running, Con?
A piece like this piece, I generally get about $75 for a piece like this. It's 11 by 14 inches, and that's shipped to your house.
That's beautiful.
You know, shipped, and you know how it goes, Phil. They range from like, that's stuck on there, like $40, you know, for something like that, up to the very most I have in this room right now, other than the Hartford paintings because they're not for sale. But like, you know, and then I generally ask a couple $100 for the portrait kind of stuff. It all kind of runs between that. I never really try to price anything too high.
Put that rooster away, John.
All right, I'll put it away. I don't even have any roosters anymore. Because the other one, which I'll show you, but it's not for sale. This is for my buddy James in St. Louis.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. That is hot.
And that yeah.
It's hot, man.
Yeah. But that one's basically promised to a friend already.
I love chickens and roosters and all that. I farmed when I was younger and stuff. Milk cow. Me and Scott Campo and Laura tore down a barn. Got some barn wood, some cool stuff. And they had chickens. Man, it was pretty cool. I missed them.
These are coming along. These are like
Is that a walking stick?
yeah, walking stick with and I just been when I'm painting, they're right next to the easel and the canvas, and I just put all the extra paint that I have left over onto the walking sticks.
Right on. I
Yeah,
have
I'm
50.
gonna do a clear coat on them.
Yeah, mine are 75% treated, cured, primed, ready to roll.
They're all the walking sticks are just a work in progress right now. They're
Ditto.
yeah, all the walking sticks are just a work in progress.
Yeah.
Hopefully by the time I go out again and set up, they'll be nice and done, clean, clear coated, and all that stuff. And
When are we gonna go out again?
we will.
When the show's over, whenever it's over, when I go outside, the neighbors are rocking. You can hear 8 different.
And then I have colored lights. Whee! See, the booth is set up and it's in my room though. You know?
Yeah. Hopefully, I want to put this downstairs in my studio, so I won't have to keep resources in my bedroom. And,
Are you still in the bedroom today? Is that where the computer is still?
but it's I get that rush with this. You're on Zoom and doing your thing. The only time I come on is with you and me. But setting it up, getting the table and putting it felt like I was at a festival. And that's kind of a high when we go. For me, setting up your booth at the beginning of a festival is such a good feeling.
Yeah. Well, what about like we set up the booth? We get there early, a couple of days early, and then we have a whole day of setup, and then there's that last night just before the festival. That's so nice.
That's the night, yeah.
The vendor night, So Jake Willis has a request for us. He says he would like to see us tattoo each other on Facebook Live. We might paint at some point. I paint live all the time when I do my when I do my live stuff. I like this show just for us to be silly and goose, But what did she write here?
Hi,
I need
Jake.
prices
How are
from John. The John Prine. I only have prints of the John Prine. He was talking about John Hartford. Now, see, those John Hartford paintings are kind of like they're the festival work, so they probably will end up at the festival. They'll probably end up as a raffle, I bet you, Christy. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll see because this one, that festival didn't happen. So ideally, it could be for sale. Somebody really wanted it because I'm not going to raffle 2. Because if we do a fall festival, I'll raffle that one, and those will just be. Yeah, those 2 pieces they're exclusive to the festival. We have to kind of hold on to that. And
Right.
oh, now Christy wants us to paint each other.
Jake, would you start?
Well, Jake wants his tattoo, and Christy's okay with just painting.
Hey, I'm up.
Hey, if we get to hang out together, it'd be worthwhile just to be able to say we were hanging out, and doing our thing.
Next time we go to a festival together, I'll find your vending booth, and then we'll hook up.
If we're at a festival together, it'll be right next to yours.
Being a smart ass. Like this.
We'll probably be zip tied together if we're lucky enough. Now, how about that, Christy? Phil and I zip tied together. This is going to take the whole conversation to a whole nother level.
Yeah, Chrissy's probably go, yep.
What beer? What are you drinking tonight? What kind of beer are you drinking?
Coors Light.
Coors Light.
Yep.
I've been on Heineken kick for a while, but tonight I went ahead and got the old tires. The fat tire. It's delicious.
I have a few more regular beers than probably you do, but man, you drink a 6-pack of that?
I won't drink a 6-pack. I'll drink like 2. Christy would pay to see us zip tied together. So next time at Shoe Fest, we get some zip ties. Christy will pay for it. We're going to hold her that. I don't know how much she's willing to pay, but she said she needs prices from me too. So if you have any questions about any of the artwork that you see in the background, you can send me a message or comment. Commenting is probably not going to be the best because the comments are flowing like water a little bit. But if you go to our messenger and send messages and ask a question, I'll make an offer. These little guys here are only about $40 for the little green and small ones, and like $75 range, 120 to 150 ish to 200, kind of range. This guy here like 125 probably for this little landscape. And
Laura's there bottling.
That's okay. Tell her we only have 1,000 viewers.
What?
15, 17. Oh, it's going up. Somebody told their friends. And we never saw Vince Vince never showed up on his page, so I don't know if he did his live thing or if he went live on somebody else's page or so. Well, we'll just see what happens. I'm not. He hasn't contacted me yet. He has the link. If originally he said 5, but it was going to go over. I don't even. Vince who? Some guy. He's a musician guy, writes songs. Oh, she'll pay to see us paint each other. Well, I painted a picture of Phil already. I bet Phil's got a picture of the painting I did of him and me. Or we're not both in that picture. That's just a picture of you. But it's a picture I painted of Phil. I don't think he's ever painted a picture of me other than the Bart Simpson.
This is what John did for me, my first poster ever, and we have to do another one, John. And this is what John. This is actually a real record he painted on. I have it downstairs.
Who signed that one?
That would be a lot of people.
Mountain time is confusing for some people, especially people that don't live in the mountains. It's like time math. I can't do it.
You know what the bad thing about getting autographs? I do like it, but I don't. If it's one band on one album, which I really like. Like this is various musicians, so then you have to know Marty, Morgan. There's a bunch of people in What? I don't.
No, I'm laughing at what Christy's saying. You can't see it. Now she's going into body paints, and I think she used the word kinky. I'm trying not to get too.
New Christy off before she gets nuts.
I'm not going to block her. She's one of our friends.
Maybe.
It's a Christy. I don't care what we're painting. It's pretty kinky. We're probably not going to get into that. I mean, me and Phil are close, but I'm not so close as maybe. I don't know. Cheers, everybody. Here's to Friday night at home.
Friday night. It's humid still outside. I look forward to watering my garden when I'm done. It's kind of out in the grass in your bare feet.
It is humid. The humidity has started.
It's good for my garden. I'm seeing stuff. We have poppy growing. Yesterday it was 1. Today it's all 3.
Nice.
Perfect. Psychedelic orange. Beautiful. I think Laura posted it this morning. But they're so fragile and
you can't touch those flowers. Their petals are barely connected.
You can't cut them for indoor. You just let them be, and they don't last long. But it's gorgeous.
Where we lived in California, we had them growing wild. They were beautiful, but you couldn't pick them though.
You can do crazy things with those, I think.
Well, the seeds or something like that, yeah.
My brother's a marine biologist. Goes, you shouldn't have those growing in your yard. That's
Yeah, I think it's all about the process part.
As he's sitting there, 420.
Christy's one of our biggest fans. We can never block her. Christy, if you don't know who she is, Christy Carpenter. She's wonderful. She's one of the best people you'll ever meet.
I live in Aurora. If anybody wants some artwork, come by. Christy's come by. I have a garage. You can be hundreds of yards away. Go to the garage. Not that far. Go in the garage, look at the artwork. She bought a sign. I do believe birdhouse anyway. And she's getting a walking stick and another birdhouse coming up. Good support of the arts. Thank you, Christy.
Sorry, I got my silly phone for a second there. We are vendors. We are vendors that usually are set up at a music festival or a cool ass event. It's
Different word. I don't like that.
no, we're artists. We're definitely not vendors. Vendors bring stuff they bought from somewhere else to sell. We don't do that.
Together we should have Phil and John Lounge.
Well, then we're gonna need 3 tents, and we're gonna need to bring some furniture, or just get some of that inflatable stuff.
Yeah, that one guy at Hartford, the guitar guy.
We need to have Don Bubbles come on. That's who we should have come on some night.
I said on that thing, I go, dude, how much? He goes, not that, I think $90 at Walmart. And it wasn't cheap. It
At
had-
Frankfurt?
Frankfurt.
Yeah, yeah.
For that guitar to the left of us?
Oh yeah, bourgeois guitars.
Yeah, that was the nice, something like that. But if we do that, we probably need 10 or 15 because a lot of people stop by, especially at True.
Well, yeah, we that's the most busy. That's definitely the busiest booth I have all year. Hartford's probably a close second, but the Shoe Fest booth is a consistent flow of
Well,
people.
you're in the pavilion. I don't get to see it. It's combined with.
We should think about maybe just I would just I should either have you in there or set up with you. But every time I don't set up in the pavilion, people actually gotta start worrying. Like a couple of years.
No, because of me, you've always been doing this. You've been doing there since day one. I have not.
Yeah.
It is. Hopefully,
Um,
it's fall.
They all know that where I'm going to be set up at. So one year I set up down at the bottom of the hill instead, so I can be closer to the music. And people were getting concerned, and they found me like kind of worried, like, where have you been? What's going on? And I was like, I'll be up there, and I moved up to the top of the hill the next day, since they know where I'm going to be. When you're in the same place, it's like if we moved to Shoe Fest, people wouldn't know what was going on. Because maybe they tried to move us one year, but we didn't do it.
And I didn't put in my ad for Hartford. I mean, should I do it just in case?
For the fall festival?
Yeah.
If you want to.
I mean, I talked to Tom. Lisa, I don't know if she's running it anymore. She's part of the campground. Talked to Tom Burkett. Gave me all the info.
Trinity Watson, that could be read in so many different ways. I liked it at the bottom. When I was down the hill, it was nice, and I liked being set down there, but you didn't have control over the rain. I wasn't next to Katie Hartford, and actually the sound, the view from there wasn't great because we put that giant banner up on the side of the stage. So when I was down there with merch, you couldn't see half the stage sometimes. Not that I can see it perfectly from the pavilion, but I can see pretty good. I'm pretty spoiled.
You know, the best place to camp, I mean, if you want to be semi-private or have vendor camping and parking, it's huge. There's no one there.
Where's that at? Oh, that's behind, like, the new bathrooms?
Right across from where I've been,
Yeah.
down to McDrag. It's all open. There's, like, no one there.
Nobody uses it, I guess, Truth, Trinity. Trinity Watson, another good friend of ours, a very good supporter of the arts. She's really, gosh, there again, I'm going to mention again the shout out to the Canton Shoe
Yes,
Crew.
I have your Chicago farmer and feed a dog for you, and you said you're going to come by for a garden sign, but I have to feed the dog and the farmer all from Shoe Fest, and your garden signs. Come on by. I'll be posting some stuff tomorrow. Trinity Watson, great supporter of the arts.
She is, and she always she's one of a kind. Anytime I do anything, she's always one of the first people on the list. And she's just always, and she's a great person. When you have, there again, we're lucky because what we do, we get all these great people that support us, and the ones that support us, they're some pretty good folks. No lie, no lie, no lie. We know where they do the boogie. Chatting, where do they do the boogie? Up on the hill, where they do the boogie. And what am I doing here? John Hartford, man.
Does Chad know Vince Herman?
Chad's probably better friends than Vince. I got a video of Chad wrestling Vince.
I don't.
Actually, I got a video of Chad and Vince wrestling in Chad's RV.
I saw it.
It's really
Chad showed
good.
me it, but it's hilarious. Yeah. Chad showed me it. He said, that's classic.
I'll be right back. Tell a joke, Phil. I'll be right back.
Gonna go on the boat.
I'll be right back.
You guys are wrestling? Yeah, I'll play in the boat. Here comes Chester, my puppy. Hey, Chester, you want to come on TV? Come on, say hi to everybody. Hey, he's outside. What's up, everybody? Vince Herman's coming up. You know Vince is? Chester wants to go to a festival. He's waiting. Want to go to a festival? We gonna go? Where are we gonna go? We gonna go to a festival? And see Leftover Salmon? Great American Taxi? We gonna go? Hear music? You like it? I like it too. We're gonna go. You gotta wait. Wait. Okay. I love you. Okay, go play. That's just a bird. Go play. Animals. Thank God for animals. You don't have animals during this thing. Kind of helps me out. Yep. I'm sold. This is pretty funny. God left me alone. Lava lamp in the corner up there, John. I think he's going to be on next weekend. Danny, you coming up next weekend? Daniel Watkins?
Oh, I got a pack in here. All right, I'm back. Had to get a couple tools.
Yeah, that's the first time you left me alone. I didn't even say anything.
Well, you just sit there silent the whole time? That wasn't awkward.
Pretty much was. I stared and go, what am I?
What did Chad Ing call? Oh, here's a trivia question for you. What did Chad Ing call Chester at Shoe Fest? He gave him another name. Do you think you remember that? Vince will be here soon.
I don't remember.
That's okay.
Oh man, I should let it, but it's not on the tip of the tongue, but it's halfway.
Does Chad remember? I'm waiting for Chad to comment to see if he remembers because he's asking you like he doesn't remember either. He knows he had a name for him.
I remember sitting in our chairs at Shoe Fest. Yeah. A group of chairs there. I bring like 10 chairs just for people to sit in. It's a beautiful thing.
So have you heard the Vince Herman song about being lost on the back porch of Bean yet?
No, I have not.
He just did it in his live feed last week, and he wrote it on the spot. Because Vince is the kind of a guy. We'll start talking about him now for a second. See if we get him pretty soon. He's the kind of a guy that writes just out of he just writes the songs as he's thinking them, and he decides he's going to he'll sing a song that you know or he knows, and then in the middle of it he'll write a whole other song, and let you hear it. So here's a little tidbit of the song that he wrote on his feed, just making it up on the spot. Copper Pot. Mr. Copper Pot!
Yeah, just sitting on the back porch of the Bean.
All made up on the spot. This is our guest tonight.
On the back porch there at the Bean. Wondering if it's real or it's a dream. Sitting on Bill Monroe's back porch stage. It's been through some things over the ages. That old bluegrass festival John Hotsey started.
Hats off to John Hotsey.
Oh, I love John Hartford.
Take that little tour.
I miss being a bean with you. You might be from Kentucky and you no reason to ever miss a bean blossom show out in Nashville, Indiana. It's true. I'm dreaming that I could be there with you. On the back porch of Bean that feels like a dream. Sweetest folks that I've ever seen. John Hotsey building a brand new dream. We'll get there this fall or next year. Have no fear. John Hartford always be around. Out at Hartford Fest, it ain't going down. Ain't going nowhere. Hartford's in the air.
I tell you, John Hartford Fest. So photo credit here to Troy Phillips for
Yes, it is.
capturing a night of music that I wasn't even aware he caught. I was playing two chords and playing along with Vince Herman, friends, and
Oh, yeah, just sitting on the back porch of the Bean.
so in a few minutes, hopefully he'll join us if all goes as planned. We'll see. How ironic. All vending shut down. Oh, at that. Yeah, that was probably the first day, Chad, at that video. That is kind of sad, isn't it? Let's see what else we got in here. This is another night. I got a picture of you in here, Chad, I think. There you are. Right here.
Orange shirt, yeah.
That there is my good friend. Used to own the High Note. My finger just appeared. Anyway, used to own the High Note. Here's a really crazy weird version of it. Whoa! Man, so weird, man.
Yeah, you can do things in disguise there.
I don't know. Sometimes it works out. Okay. This one likes to feed into all the paintings. It's kind of fun. But it makes me feel kind of weird, man. Anybody else feeling weird? Anyway, so that's our show tonight. No, I'm just kidding. We're not done yet.
Wait a minute. Not done yet.
Nowhere near done. Oh, look, Steve jumped in for it. Say hi to us. Steve Poppins. Mary Buscemi.
Any movie he's in, I love.
He's a good actor, man. He's awesome. We love our Steve Buscemi. I got my other funny. Yeah, the other one that's funny. Yeah, so we'll see. We're not gonna cross some fingers. Vince has said he would do the show the last 4 weeks. He's a busy guy. He's got a lot going on. I think he you just never know. Phil Strohs and Laura brought blankets, a shade, and fruit to Frankfurt for our 3 kids. We hadn't been there 5 minutes when he told Josh and I to go, and they had the kids. He also gave me a record and my 3rd grade classroom that same day. One of my favorite gifts ever. That's from LJ Blades.
Hey, Laura. What's up, kiddo?
You know what's funny is I've watched folks' kids at the booth before too. Brian and Sarah Flick. That's how I met those guys and became friends with them. They let the kids like color at my booth for a little while they were running around. Every good set of parents needs a little break from from time to time.
You got that right.
Yeah. I hope Vince's stream was good. I didn't get to watch Vince's stream because we were here, but hopefully it was good. I'm sure it went well.
Tell Josh to ease it up on the kids on basketball.
Yeah. He can hear you. You tell him.
Still got it.
Arthur Haskell and Jenny Brown. Hey, Jenny Brown.
Next Shoe Fest, you just got to go. Oh, not Arkansas. Too far. Come this way.
Oh, there's a friend of mine, Derek Wallace, in the room, I think. He's somebody I went to high school with. We were good buddies through high school. It's funny how this internet brings people back together over time. You just don't. Chris Harris. Chad, will you accept her friend request? She's asking. She's cool. She's not a scammer. I don't think. Not yet, anyway. See, she's a scammer. She's working really deep in the scam. Do you get much response on your page, Phil, for your Wood Now Mart through Facebook, like on your Wood Now Mart page?
Yes, I do, but I'm really lax at posting my stuff.
And putting new stuff up, yeah.
Well, then how can people myself?
Yeah.
So, yes, I do.
I got a new pair of socks this week.
What's that?
I got a new pair of socks this week. I'm proud of them. I've been trying not to get white socks anymore. Just wear nothing against the white socks. They're a great team, whatever. But I've been trying to get only interesting socks, and they got me these this week. They have balloon animals on them.
That's pretty cool. They're therapeutic too. They're like compression socks.
Yeah, they're nice. They're gonna be super sweet. I put them on right now, but it's like 94 in here. It feels like.
You got like compression socks.
Nice.
Good for the circulation as you get older.
Yeah. Well, no word from Vince yet. So he said 5:30, closer to 5:30. So I think that's probably when we'll get him in here. And the backyard at Beansong. I can email it to you if you want a copy of it.
Pre-show, you said he'd be on at 7. You're just stringing these people along for another hour and 45 minutes.
No, man, no. That's a really confusing post I made. He'll be on 7 on Tuesdays.
Remember, what did you say that you can cut their feet off to see Vince play live if they don't buy something? Did you say that or something?
I've not made any threats about them buying anything. They can buy anything they'd like. They can come to the house and look at the artwork. They can come into my house. They don't have to stand 30 feet away. There's about 6 feet of space in this room. And they can come look at the gallery anytime they want. If anybody would ever want to come look at the gallery, feel free. call me first. I guess it's probably best if you like message me or call me before you just show up. But that too. I mean, I'm pretty much here all the time.
Pretty much, yeah. Where the hell are we supposed to go? Stuck here.
I got one friend right now. It's a girl at the post office, and that's about it. And I guess the people that check me out at the grocery store, those are the only people I see outside my family, which are wonderful. I love my family, of course. Then we're just doing our best to be here hanging out. And the four of us have been in the house, and it's been interesting.
I've had friends come over.
Yeah, I'd like to have more friends come over. I got a fire ready to burn in the backyard.
She had one of her friends come over today. Trust her. Had a friend come over. He had his mask on. He works for a medical field. You don't need it on. I trust. It's all good. I mean, it's not like we, yeah. So.
Well, yeah. My friend Tim came over to pick up some art, and he asked if he should keep his mask on. I said it was up to him. I don't. I think the thing about the whole thing. Wearing a mask is very smart. You're going to the store. You're with a whole bunch of other people. If you're wearing your mask and you're good about it, then anything else you do, and you're washing your hands and you're trying to stay clean and fresh and whatnot, then pretty much anything else you do is okay with people. It's when you're not doing that stuff, right? Does that make any sense? Because I wear my mask when I go out in public. I don't know, but I don't want to wear my mask when I'm at your house. Now, if I've been sick or I'm not feeling good, then probably should be wearing it.
Everywhere I go, the ordinance is on all the stores you have to wear a mask.
I'm not going into any store, any place. I'm not going into any store without it on. No way. I don't need to be in public like that for any amount of time without it. I mean, I'm not afraid.
Are you going to? Where's your jet at? You look like a fighter pilot.
This is my brother's hat.
Ready to roll, man.
My brother Tommy. This was his hat.
You have a plane, so you can just take a plane and go somewhere where it's all cool, like Mexico, where there's nothing.
You think that there's places that are all cool?
100%.
I think that Chad Inc. said he has a mattress to burn. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but I'm guessing he's going to have a really gross fire at his house pretty soon.
No.
My banners. Let's do a box. Let's do a box opening. You guys want to do a box opening? What's in the box? Here, put it on the desk. What's in the box? This is my daughter Emily. She's going to do a box opening. She works for Pizza Hut. And while we're waiting for Vince or whoever's going to happen next, we're going to do a box opening. Do you need a knife? You got scissors? Okay. We got a box in the mail today.
Hi, Emily.
And this is big online. This is real big online. People are opening boxes that nobody knows what's in it, and then people give like 1 million likes and they share it on YouTube and stuff. And this box is cool because you can have what's in this box if you want. You can't have it. You can purchase it. I guess I know what it is. It's kind of it's not a surprise for me. I guess. Lame. What's in the box? I don't know what it looks like though. I know what else he put in the box. So I like Trinity exactly. If not feeling well, stay home. I like that too. That's the best post. I feel pretty good. Oh, you want me to cut it? You need a knife? Hold on.
No, I got the scissors.
Don't cut your finger. That would be horrible. We're having a box opening and she cuts her finger. Yeah, I'll bring it down here. All right. We got this from Kentucky today. Oh, what's this? Ooh, what's in there?
Banner.
Oh, it's good.
Poster.
It should be like 10 of them, I think. Because I wasn't at the festival last weekend and because we, holy crap. Anybody who sends me their address in a message, I'll send them a couple of these stickers.
Ooh. Hartford box.
Hartford box. Stuff from John Hartford Festival. Since we weren't there last weekend, Tom went ahead and sent me out a whole bunch of stickers and some banners. And they have the incorrect date on them, but they represent the event. You know, I mean, if you want one of these banners, I sell these banners for about oh, Trinity says you're beautiful. I sell these banners for basically I'll ship them for $50. If you send me $50, I'll ship you one of these banners. They're 2 foot by 3 foot by 6 foot. Are they 3 foot? No, they're 2 foot by
4 foot?
2 foot by 4 foot. 2 foot by 4 foot vinyl banners. Great for camping, campgrounds, festival, good times. You can wear them like a poncho if you get real cold and it's raining. I mean, people always buy tons of them from me at the festival, and since we weren't there, you know, obviously nobody got to buy any. I got 2 big packs of stickers, so I'll send out the first whole pack of stickers to people that just send me their address in my messenger.
Do you want to put
Or just give it to the whole world, Christy, so anybody can send you mail. Yeah, well, we could put it back there. It'll kind of lean up against the wall. I don't want to do any tacking right now. That works. Perfect. There we go. Banners. Banners are now available.
I'm on it. I'd like some pizza.
Oh, Emily, did you bring pizza home?
No.
No pizza today. She works there. When you work at Pizza Hut, you're a lot less likely to enjoy it. Oh, we have a guest coming in now. All right, are you ready, Phil, for our guest?
Yes, I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to a very close, well, he's not really that close friend of mine, but a good friend of mine. He's always been a really nice guy. You all know him as Vince Herman. He plays with the band Leftover Salmon. He's joining right now. And I think he's going to pop up in a second. So we'll give it all a big round of applause or click the little like heart thing or whatever for our good buddy Vince when he shows up in a minute. He's muted right now, though. Vince, you're muted. Now I can do something here. Let's see here. That's not going to work. There he is. Hey, buddy, what's going on, man?
Oh, I'm doing good, man.
Nice.
Doing good.
How are you?
Good.
Happy.
Vince, you know my buddy Phil Strods that does the album art?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
How you doing?
Yeah. Oh, there you are. All right. Excellent. In the Phil and Jon Zone, man. What's happening with y'all today?
Phil and Jon Zone, we're just a couple vendors, festival vendors. We're not vendors, we're festival artists that set up and do our art, and we do our show once a week where we just get together and hang out because we can't hang out at our festivals. You know, Vince, it's in our record, it's in our rider as far as when we go set up at a festival, it's in Phil and I's rider that we have to be set up next to each other when we're at the same festival. So this is our festival weekends now. We're doing this on Friday nights and doing our regular, what we would be doing in the good time world, you know.
Nice.
Yeah,
Do you live paint at all during it?
Do we what?
Are you doing any live painting during it?
I've been painting during the day. I've been doing a lot of live painting during the day and doing like afternoon paintings. And then when we do our show, it's more like a talk show. You know, it's
Cool.
again, it's really a chance for Phil and I to talk and see each other because normally we just only see each other at the festivals and we're like best friends. So we decided we would start doing it this way. And sometimes there's music, sometimes it's just conversation. It's very it's not planned.
some musicians have it's some old albums. Your newest creation of the High Hop.
My internet connection is breaking up here, boy.
You're a little crunchy. We see you.
Oh, nice. There you go. My audio is breaking up a good bit, so I'm missing what you say. So just I'll just pretend that I'm just out of my gourd and just talk about random things if I can't hear what you're saying.
How was your feed today with Alan? How was your feed, Vince?
How's my feed? My feed's pretty good, man.
Your show today, buddy? Not your chicken feed. Your show today.
Oh yeah, live from here. What's Left live? Yeah, it was good. I just got off of that. Alwyn Robinson, the Leftovers.
Yeah, we maybe have some technical difficulties. We're doing our best. This is very unprofessional. We're just having a good time, Vince. We really appreciate you coming on one way or another. This is our fourth week doing the show, and we're just having a blast. All we do is we talk about art, and we just let anybody do it and tell a story about whatever they want to talk about. You know, we missed you last weekend. We would have all been hugging and hanging out last weekend.
Well, hell, maybe I should take you on an art tour then.
You have some art to show us in your house, Vince? We'd like to see that. That's perfect for the show.
Yeah, man. You know what? And maybe I should just walk outside, man. I've been trying to paint during this thing.
That's what I heard.
Which is really cool, man. But I just got no understanding of perspective or depth and stuff, man. I'm trying to solve these equations that I just can't solve, man.
It's hard.
And then I go at it and like, all right, I got to do something, and then I use the wrong color, and it's like, paintings.
Well, you know what it is. You got probably a little too much discipline upon yourself. You know, if you, it's more about, for me, it's more about like just doing it and seeing how it feels while I'm doing it. Like if you're playing a song, I'm painting, it kind of happens on the fly. You know, that's how you write songs too. A lot of times it happens right there on the fly. And you start to have a little bit of discipline on yourself, and you start to, you just start criticizing yourself too much, and it gets to be not what you want it to be. And, you know, but yeah, Vince painting, I heard about that. I read about that. It was very, you know, it struck my attention, of course, right away.
So maybe the I just gotta stop thinking.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess that's good.
It's like a jam session. Do you think about a jam session where you're picking away? It's just in the flow of things. The hand moves, the brush moves, the fingers move, and would you come up at the end?
I mean, do you see what your finished product is as you're trying to realize it, or do you discover it along the way?
Not always. No. Like if I go into a portrait piece, if I do a portrait like these things, then I have to kind of have that predestined idea, and that, you know, it's going to be that. I don't know exactly how it's going to turn out, but it's going to be that. But if I'm doing anything else, a lot of the stuff I've been doing lately, the weird abstract stuff, has just been see what the colors look like together, see how they feel. And there's no, and if there's no plan, the best shit comes out of it. You don't believe sometimes. It's sometimes it's the better stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And Phil paints records, as you can see. You've known Phil. Phil's been a fan for years.
I see to the left of Hartford behind you. It looks like a little bit like a water lilies or something like that.
Oh, you look that one up close. I'll show you. Oh, which one? Like, oh, this one here. Yeah, these are like floral ones. Check these out. These are kind of these abstract ones I've been doing, where it's more just about the color.
From a distance over there, you know, it's visually warped over there. I thought it reminded me of
like stuff like that.
It reminded me of the water lilies, man, Monet.
Yeah, and I these are just
that's wild stuff.
Some new stuff I've been working with. It's been kind of in that vein. Like then I took it.
Are you using Vince? Are you using acrylics or oils?
Yeah, I'm using acrylics, and you know.
That's the best.
I'm painting a mural on a fence outside. That's the trip. That, you know, I mean, you know, what I wanted to do was paint what would be there if nothing else was out there. You know?
Like what's behind it, or what could be behind it.
And reimagine Boulder a little different. You know?
Subliminally seeing things.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
so I decided the other day I was painting this mural outside of my fence, and I realized, well, like, you know, in that middle ground, kind of like the vanishing point back there, I was like, well, why don't I put a festival in there? So I started painting a festival the other day. But this is where the math comes in, man. I can't figure out the angle of the stage. You know, like I can't figure out the disappearing part. You know what I mean?
You're thinking too much, Vince. Go abstract with it. You know, John's gonna fall down. That's okay. That sounds awesome, though. I think I painted a festival a couple times for cool festival scene, and it makes you feel good. God, we miss that, don't we?
Yeah, we sure do.
I saw on your birthday you got to get together with some family. It looked like that was nice. I bet.
Yeah, that was the first pick the only music I've played since March 11th, the last Salmon Day.
The last show I was at was the Peoria Vince and Drew show.
First Salmon album I did, and Vince and the band signed for me at Hartford 2016.
When we had Salmon at Hartford that year, yeah. The night of that picture. The night of this picture. There's a picture of our buddy Vince there in a picking circle.
The blue, yeah.
Now, you know this picture, Vince, this is just one of those great shots from John Hartford Festival. My friend is taking it. He's standing on his picnic table under his camper. Oh, yeah. Those are scrambles, aren't they?
It was probably chatting.
Trying to look at this upside down, you know. That's in the big screen note. This one is actually a scramble and a Frenchie.
From when? From a while ago, or from? Is it old?
It was a couple years ago in New Orleans, Oak Street. festival probably 5 years ago.
Okay. I love
Something like
Scramble.
that.
Scramble's great. He's a hell of a guy. He always responds to me whenever we talk and stuff. I love Scramble. Well, I like that too.
That looks
This little piece is native. It's a Hopi piece. Pretty cool. It's some plant stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
You painted that?
No, I'm getting to mine.
Okay,
here,
okay.
but I like this dude's style, man.
Mm-hmm. I like where he's from.
This is self-explanatory there, man.
I like that. Yeah.
Wait, am I on there?
You're perfect, bud. We're seeing the art. It's great, Vince. Keep going, bud.
Nice one, huh?
I do. I like it. Yeah.
I like that piece a lot. Looks like playful.
Every artist is so different.
Dr. Pop from down in New Orleans.
Yeah, that's very New Orleans. That's the thing, Vince. Every artist is so different. Look at all the different pieces you have and how different they are.
Right.
And all of us.
the,
Those are nice. Thanks.
Found him on the ground.
Yeah, that's really sweet. Man. I have no idea if this really worked or not.
It looks great. No, you're fine. For me, it's fine.
This is a clock from my hometown in Carnegie, Pennsylvania, that was in the train station in the late 1800s.
Nice.
Wow, that's awesome.
How'd you come across that?
Yeah. That's my inheritance. It's my family.
Nice.
My family
That's
jewels.
beautiful, Vince. That's
That's
real
right.
nice.
A picture of Lester Flatt and his band in there.
Nice.
At the time.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
That's awesome.
I love landscape painting, man.
I can tell.
I really like landscapes. Yeah.
Hmm. They're very pleasing to do. They're an excellent painting to work on. It is landscape top painting. I've done quite a few. Some
Really?
poster art, yeah.
Was
Was that Bruce Hampton? Is that stuff? Was that Bruce Hampton, that poster?
Yeah.
Oh, that's badass.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an aquarium rescue unit poster from 2015.
I was telling stories earlier on the feed about.
This is a nice piece of work here, man. This guitar was carved on the Horde tour back in
I was there.
2000 or something like that.
Like try like 97, Vince. I was there.
What's that?
1997. That was the first time I
Oh,
took
your
my
son?
wife to see Leftover
Yeah.
Salmon. And it was side stage, like 40 minutes or something like that. I think that's probably that was Neil Young played that night. Oh, never mind. That was a great fucking day.
Andy Warholish.
Yeah. Yeah, we caught
This is
Neil.
my work.
That's you. Okay.
This is mine. That's Al Gore and George Bush.
I can see that. I like it, dude. I can see that. Yeah. Nice place, Vince. Oh, that's cool. Taxi.
I dig that. I like
Yeah.
that.
This is really cool. This is Todd Snyder and myself and a fiddle player. Maybe it was Bridget.
When Taxi was playing with Todd, is the backup band there for a while, or just?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the diversity in the artwork. I dig it thoroughly.
Well, I like my art like music, I guess. So here's my my latest struggle. That's what I'm working on right now.
I think it's cool that you're painting. I know you've been home alone a lot lately, and we all have been.
Art is not supposed to be a struggle.
Yeah.
Well, listen. Here's the biggest thing about art. That was cool. The biggest thing about art is getting over the fact of what it is. I mean, letting it be what it wants to be. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess so, man.
If you hit a wrong note, Vince, if you hit a wrong note, you got to keep going. It's just like painting. It doesn't, if you stop, you stop. You have to just keep going.
Yeah.
Like octopus, that was cool.
All right. So here's the big project, man. I don't know. How's that? Is that working for you?
I can see it. I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the big project. Can you see the festival over there on the left-hand side?
Sure.
Sort of.
I see your vision, Vince. I do. It's like far off
Yeah,
in the
you see it?
distance. It's just the like it's the lights and the people and the light from it coming up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I dig it.
Yeah, boy.
I was asked.
That's what I've been doing, man.
Well, that's freaking awesome, dude. That's Vince. That's above and beyond what I expected. You making artwork, and I mean, like I said, that's kind of what we're doing, talking about our art and doing our art thing, and well, that's cool. Is that a scramble?
Yeah, and this is a scramble. From the first time I ever saw Scramble. He was painting at Tipitina's for
Wow.
the Dr. John show.
Oh,
Of course, I was really high on acid, and they had black lights on the painting, and under a black light,
it was
this thing becomes 3D
sure enlightenment.
because the they're using have a different perceived depth under black light.
That's
So
awesome.
it was like this 3D painting, man. I'm at Tipitina's, this jazz fest. It's like 1998 or something like that. I'm like,
Right.
great. Yeah, that was.
That's what that's one thing I really like that you do a lot of, Vince, is you always include good Cajun music in what you do.
Yeah,
Your Cajun influences are wonderful.
check out this, man.
That's a trip.
His work, man. He's got a really amazing technique of paint application.
It's just kind of like it's like paint that moves around, like moved paint, and it's pretty cool.
It looks like it's on 10. Is it on 10? Is that on 10?
It's on wood.
It's on wood.
On a sheet of wood. Yeah, man. He's been doing stuff where he's like, oh, and I love Haitian stuff. I love Haitian art, man. Haitian, really like cool geometric shit, you know.
Yeah. Got a lot of good art in your house, Vince. I knew you
That's
were.
the art door.
I knew you were an appreciator of the arts. I had a feeling.
Well, you know, and this is where, by the way, this is the news curtain.
Oh wait, hold on, Vince. Are you doing a talk show yet?
And now, here we are, back in the music curtain.
Back in the pink red curtain. Yeah. We've been watching the shows. Everybody, all of us have been tuning in, Vince. We really enjoy it, man.
That art was awesome, Vince. Cheers. Thank you. Happy full moon Friday.
Yeah, full moon. Cheers. Smoke. Oh man.
Time to clean out the pipes a little bit tonight, then.
Yeah, we're supposed to howl at 8 o'clock still. My buddy Brian's been howling every night.
Hey, are we still at Hartford Fest this weekend? Did we just stay over for?
I have been there since I've been there since 2011, Vince. I think as well as you.
I mean, like we virtually went there last weekend, you know. So
Yeah.
I just stayed in the campground all week myself.
I stayed in the camper the whole time. I didn't even get off the couch this weekend at the camper this weekend. That was awesome. There was so much good music on there. I forgot that he started off with the Vince Herman and Friends when it was everybody, the big throw it together, everybody come out on stage jam. It was the first night that we did it, the first year we tried that. And we didn't really say we were going to do it. We didn't plan it. We just talked about it backstage and said, we got 45 minutes. Let's fill it up, And then in years after that, we tried to plan it, and it sometimes worked and sometimes didn't, But we just always appreciate you being part of that festival and doing everything you've done with for Hotsy and just Vince.
He's made stuff that he's built something to last, man, and that's what an amazing thing to achieve, man.
They told our good friend John Hotsy that he had 6 months to live in 2010, and by 2011 we were having the Hartford, and that's been 10 years, Vince. Dude, and he does more shit than I do. He gets around. he sending pictures to me from all over the country, man. It's awesome.
He came out to visit me in Colorado.
Yeah, good.
There were booths on the road, and and elk all over the place. and we took him up to a show at the Caribou Room in Netherlands.
Oh.
And, yeah, it was.
You know, he saw a picture I drew of John Hartford, probably 2010. He went to the event, and they didn't play much John Hartford music. Okay? And he's talking to, I think Dan Dillman was there, and Patrick Metzger, and a few other people connected. And he's saying, we really need to have some John Hartford festival, kind of event. And he saw the art, so he called me to do the poster. I mean, and you know the story, the rest of the story.
Yeah.
We're lucky, man. It's pretty.
It's amazing. I took out a second mortgage on his house to honor this guy that he went to high school with.
He ate it for three. He took it for 3 years. Vince. There was a, that was a pretty $0 thing for 3 or 4 years before it started to happen.
And I actually advised him. God, my heart was breaking for him that first year. All that rain and all that stuff. It's clear that he lost his shirt.
So many amazing bands.
He's like, he asked me for advice, and I told him to have band contests and make it a pickers festival.
Yep.
So that way, once you get established, you don't have to have an advertising budget that's really big. The pickers spread the word. You build a community, and it's people are it's gonna be their place, and you come there and build this community, and it'll be stronger if there's more pickers.
Yeah, and it's a small event. There's not so many tickets. It's a little limited. It's people dedicated to it. The people that come back every year are dedicated. I've got family. Like
Absolutely.
1,000 friends. Like I said before, that's the place for it.
It's beautiful, man, that he provided a place for that to blossom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest, like before 2010, 2011, when that started, I just thought most of them were leftover salmon tunes or Yonder Mountain Spring Band songs. And I grew up in America. I know John Hartford was always popping in and out of our lives, and Gentleman Mine, that kind of stuff. But it was an education for me. I started off just coming in freshman year, first year at the festival, thinking, what is going on? What does this mean? Who's Tim O'Brien sitting next to me? Who are the Dillards? And then by 10 years in, I kind of I always talk I got a PhD in the whole world of John Hartford. It's been wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm lucky. You are too. It's good to see you, Vince.
My most amazing Hartford experience was in a hotel lobby in Boise, Idaho. We had played a festival that day, and I got to play with them a little bit that day backstage. Awesome experience. But we all got on a shuttle back to the hotel from the venue, the ski area outside of town. We walked into the hotel, Drew and I walked through the door. There's John Hartford and Vassar Clements sitting there with about 5 people around him in the lobby. And they played fiddle tunes for like 3 hours together. Yeah. I wish that was back when everybody had a phone to record things, because they played. So I know a lot of fiddle tunes, and I didn't know hardly anything they played, and it's abstract tunes that
and they're not simple songs. They're not simple tunes.
They're
not simple tunes either, Vince. These songs are intense. There's a lot going on there, melody and all.
John and Vassar had matching fiddles with this obscure writing on them, and the little guy carved at the top of the face of the top fiddle. Vassar and John had matching ones of those. To see them both playing their fiddles like that was just incredible.
It's giving me goosebumps. I can't imagine, especially playing off each other and twin fiddling and all. Oh, yeah.
And just God, the ease of which ease and comfort which both of them played with, just totally able to get anything they were going for. They were just, it was a beautiful night.
Yeah. What do you got going on this weekend, Vince?
I'm going to wake up tomorrow. I'm going to hit that alarm clock, and Groundhog Day is going to start all over again, just like about Chevy Chase.
Yeah, I can relate. I can relate, man.
Be no alarm clock. That's totally true.
Yeah. You doing any performances this weekend? Are you playing for any of the festival stuff, or are you doing any feeds for anybody that it's going to be shared? I mean,
Yeah, I'm doing a thing on Sunday for a new site called jambandwidth.com,
okay,
and it'll be on Facebook and all that stuff.
sure, yeah,
But yeah, it's done by my buddy back in Morgantown, West Virginia. Guy who does 123 Pleasant Street, Adam Payne.
okay.
Does a bunch of festivals back there and stuff. So he's pulling together a streaming platform. He was launching it this week, which wasn't the best. It's kind of like having a new album to put out. It's like, not the best time to start things, and especially
Opening up I'm not ready yet. I'm kind of following your whole too soon scenario right now, and really, I'm watching it, because they are starting in Illinois to allow people to have music outside of their restaurant or bar, but I'm just not quite ready to put myself into a group yet.
Yeah, I've been asked to do a couple things that would be recorded outside, filmed and stuff, and
It's a weird time, man.
Up in Netherlands, at the Caribou Room up there, they're doing music outside. People are staying in their cars. It's like a drive-in. So the parking lot's full. They're serving food and drinks.
They just got the PA blasting out to the parking lot.
Yeah, the PA's cranking. And it's also a little shortwave radio,
Yep.
so listen to it on your car speakers.
They're doing.
We're
They're doing that up in Wisconsin for a festival. It used to be called People's Fest, and they're having it in a drive-in, and they're having bands playing. It's selling out. You pull in, they play, and you stay in your car. No camping, but it's worth.
Should we be partying in our cars though?
The girls were talking about Frog Legs playing up there. A lot of eclectic music, but
it's interesting to watch. It's going to be a whole.
I don't have an answer.
TV show. The season 2 is going to be amazing, and what happens next, we can't even imagine the next occurrence in life, what we're going to see and experience. No matter what you think it could be, it will blow your mind. No matter what, because we won't be able to imagine it, right? And this is what this year's been all about.
This is the time to reset.
Yeah,
absolutely, man. As Obama said, taking this righteous indignation, this absolute justifiable wrongness. Well, nice.
My favorite band.
Justifiable just wrongness, and turn it into focused, sustainable action towards change, man.
Make it worth its while.
Yeah, we gotta, and I think one of the things that this has magnified is our intentions. I've been really wanting to pull together this talk show for a long time, and I can do it now.
It's on my list of things to talk about.
Harvest that intention you got, whatever ideas in the back of your head you were thinking about that maybe might make the world a little better place, man. Let's go for it now. Now that we got the pause button pushed.
Chad Ing commented, I have to break in. Chad Ing commented about the drive-in parties. Be a lot of peeing in a bottle, he says. We love our Chad Ing. He's a pretty important character, the old high note. We love Chad. No, forever. My best friends. I got a lot of best friends, but Chad is one of them for sure. Sorry, Vince. Everything you're saying is so true.
Peeing in cars has been in the social media feeds lately. It's somebody pointed out on my feed today that if you do get arrested and you're in that police car and you tell them you have to go to the bathroom and they don't let you, then you're legal to just go out and piss yourself.
Yeah.
The car is taken out of operation for 24 hours while they clean it. So.
Everybody doing their part one way or another.
Yeah, they do
in their evolution.
It's the part.
It's been interesting to watch. I miss the music. I miss everybody. I miss good times. That's why we do what we do. Your talk show thing, by the way. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about that. Whatever. Was that mosquito? Oh, hold on.
What's left live?
I wish I had
What's left live? That's what you were saying last.
Yeah.
I wish we had a lot of money. We'd buy a big island and we have salmon. They could have their own, or whoever Vince wanted, just social distance from a big island.
You know what? We got a big island we live on. It's called Turtle Island. And I'm not giving up on it and going to any other
No.
island, man. I'm going to make this a better place, man. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there is another thing.
I'll go to an island later, but until we get this island right, I ain't going to no other island,
Another really cool thing that's going to happen here in a couple weeks, I guess. Yeah, probably about 2 weeks is they're going to release that album, the On the Road album.
man. That's right,
Me
man.
and Chad are working on the almost ironic album of the times, On the Road. Ain't nobody on the road.
Well, I guess if you think about it, though, oh God, this is painful. I mean that's how George Floyd's life ended.
Yeah.
On that road.
Yeah, all of it applies right now.
You know,
We've all been very conscious of everything,
everything points to it right now, man.
Yeah,
So let's make a change.
I agree.
Reach out, help the communities integrate, man.
Generally be kind, to people.
Do that stuff, that you do at a festival, but just do it everywhere.
The feeling I get after 5 or 6 days out at the park somewhere at a festival, and you come home to town, and you really still want to keep saying hi to everybody and hugging everybody and telling everybody you love them. But as soon as you walk, around the corner where I used to work or whatever, those people don't want to say hi and I love you. And you really want to. And that is the best advice, Vince. Take those feelings we gather from the festival and we all do. The people on the inside, what we're doing, our festival crew, we do that, as best we can. But the whole world needs to do that.
The police chief in Flint said the other day, I want to turn this protest into a parade.
Yeah.
He was the first guy to get down on a knee with the protesters. He turned this thing around, man. And said, let's all do this together, man. And boy, I sure hope we can.
We will. We'll be back. That's the thing. I mean, we've always been good about, other people and things and social distance and whatever it is, that I feel like, I don't know, we'll be back. Music will be back. The live stuff especially, and it'll be different. Everything's been different since when things change in our country, it changes for sure. But you adapt and you have to, we have to go out and be around people. And I hope that soon we can start smiling at each other again when we're in public, take our masks off and show our smiles, Eventually we will.
Like a city, and when the show's over, I go out there, and there's gatherings everywhere outside my backyard with neighbors barbecuing and parties. So I've been dealing with this all the time.
Where are you?
Outside of Chicago, in Aurora, Illinois.
Yep, and I'm in Central Illinois.
Yeah, outside of Chicago. We had helicopters the other night. A lot of gunfire. So I deal with it on a daily basis. We never had a double locker garage door.
Right. Yeah.
It's a different situation. I don't know how to really deal with it. I do, but I don't. I don't know.
The way we just kind of watch and see what happens. That's the best thing we can do. We're all been staying inside.
I just want to hear some music. I miss when I saw Taxi and I saw Vince talking about music. Vince, some of the highlights of the Hartford Festival, which was this past weekend. That's all I wanted to say.
Mm-hmm.
Some great stuff. But I see it on a daily basis. We heard gunfire. I couldn't tell if it was a firecracker, but I could kind of tell around.
Or flash bombs, or loud things the police are throwing.
Well, the first night of the people protesting and not riots, but the people that were on the streets at night. The first night in Minneapolis, people were setting off fireworks all around me. I mean, it was obviously fireworks, but there was like a weird celebration for it. There was also like a get it out of your system, And I live in a pretty small. Decatur's like 40,000 people in the middle of Illinois. There's not a whole lot of stuff going on here, but we had a little looting and we had a little bit of activity and we've had a great protest and a great a whole bunch of people downtown that walked, together. But that scares me too now because nobody's got masks anyway. Man, what a time!
Yeah.
What a time!
Yeah, man, and we went from COVID spring to realization summer real quick.
And we knew we were going to be home all summer. We had a feeling anyway, But dang.
Yeah.
We just keep an eye on everybody we know. I've got friends that were in Louisville and they've been to the protests, and we all have friends all over the place. And when they start sharing the videos where they're at, it scares me. I always tell them to go home, But at the same time, you appreciate what they're doing and what they believe in, So this is what it's like to put on a talk show, Vince. It wouldn't be hard to put together a talk show. We could get you some cool frames for introduction slides and some background music,
Yeah.
I don't know. However it turns out, we're just having a blast.
I'm like I said, I feel like 30 years I've ignored technology, and it's all coming due right now. I got to figure out a whole lot.
I'm waiting to see what your fence looks like. That's going to be intriguing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I love your artwork, Vince. That's pretty cool. Very eclectic inside your house. Thanks for showing us.
Yeah, we really appreciate all of it, Vince. We appreciate you being part of our event here, what we do. Like I said, this is just our opportunity to hang out together and shoot the breeze, and whatever people get out of it, they get out of it. And we get a lot out of it,
It's like going to see friends.
It is.
Remember that?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the feelings. Oh, my God. Oh, wow.
All right. Well, I'm going to pick one for you on the way out.
We would love to have you play a song for us. You guys, Vince Herman, everybody give it up.
Vince.
And Vince, we love you. Thank you again.
These days, I tend to do a lot of dreaming. I've forgotten all my scheming. Just try to be in the here now. These days, full of ever more distraction, I can find my satisfaction in the faces of these good friends in the cyber screen. These are the brand new good old days that used to was stuck back there in yesterday. It's never more now than it is today. These are the brand new good old days. These days, I hang out in my living room, hope that I'll be leaving soon, but I think it'll be spring before we play. These days, I see things on people's thumbs. It might be a mushroom, but I think that it's Friday and it's a full moon anyway. These are the brand new good old days. They got a good disguise on, that's clear today. But it's never more now than it is today. These are the brand new good old days. These days, we won't be getting any younger. Before time takes us under, I'm gonna live big every minute of every day. These days, I don't think about tomorrow, 'cause that time just can't be borrowed. Tomorrow's just turned to yesterday. These are the brand new good old days. I used to was stuck back there about 2 months ago. It's never more now than it is today. These are the brand new good old days. We gotta make these days into good days. We got some changes surely be coming our way. Creating a brand new good old days.
Remember that?
Yeah. Making the days good.
That's beautiful, Vince. Beautiful, man. Good to hear from you, my brother. Good to see you out there. Thanks for all the live stuff you're doing. I always look forward to your new projects, man. for many, many years. What did I say, 96, 90, probably 94, long ass time ago. You know, been following you guys' music and stuff, and you and your songs and the stuff Drew writes and just the way it comes together. Love it, man. So appreciate you with all my heart. I don't know where fucking Phil went.
Coming in a couple weeks on that Hartford record from the High Hawks and from Salmon.
Yes.
So and Green Sky and Railroad and Busters.
Sam Bush and Danny Barnes, all of them. Oh my God.
Great record.
Fruition. It's a hell of a record.
Yeah,
I even drew a couple pictures for it.
nice.
So I did all the artwork for it and helped Chad with that. Me and Chad, just that guy has just been. Chad's always supported what I do, so it's very important, you know. So
That's it.
and I,
That's great.
yep.
Well, thanks for having me, guys.
Vince, we love you, man. Thank you, brother. We'll talk to you very soon.
Much
Yeah.
love.
Another,
Safe travels. See you down the road.
Keep up the good work, man.
one more
Thank you,
time
Vince.
for Vince Herman.
It's fine.
Okay.
More Vince. More Vince. All right.
Good job, Chad.
Philly, what's up, brother? Yeah, that was a good show, man. That was really what it was all about.
Fantastic, fantastic.
That is why we do it, folks. That guy right there, man, he's my Jerry Garcia in a way. He's somebody I really look up to. I appreciate his music and what he does.
You gotta go to the bathroom now?
I just peed my pants. Like he said, we could just pee our pants and protest in the back of the cop car. So I just peed my pants right here on the show, and I'm still sitting here in those pee pants.
Went outside. She just squirted me. It's beautiful and hot as heck down here.
Yeah, I hope it's cooled down. Well, we got Vince Herman on the show, Phil. We did it. It only took us 4 weeks.
You did it. I didn't do nothing. You did it.
Yeah, we're gonna bring more people into the show. We're gonna bring more folks. That song you sang was awesome. You were outside. You're gonna have to go back and watch it. It was awesome.
Oh, we listened to no.
Oh, you heard it outside? Okay, good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no.
Good. Yeah.
I'm sure the neighbors are watching it too. Believe it or not.
That's the kind of shit, man, right there. That's why we do what we do and where we go.
That was a beautiful thing. I love seeing this artwork around his house. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, see, now that's the thing. That's why we're doing this show. You never would see Vince Herman's artwork collection. That's going to be on.
Cribs, like
That's history.
cribs.
Cribs.
His artwork is so eclectic.
He had a lot of good stuff, yeah. Different stuff, like you said, it was all different, all very, very different, yeah. Wow, what a night, man. I need another beer.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to come up with some new guests. If you guys have any suggestions, we'll ask anybody. I mean, that's all we can do. Now we can say Vince was on the show.
I asked my neighbor Julio. Julio.
Julio, me and Julio will be down by the schoolyard, and we would love to have Julio on the show. I'm open to just about anybody that wants to sit and talk with us for a little while. That's the best part
Any
of it.
musicians?
Thanks, Patrick.
Hey, Patrick.
Look what I got. We're gonna cheers again
Cheers,
to
man.
another great show. Before we even get off the show, we want everybody to cheers with us that was out there today, and hopefully it came through well and sounded okay. And looked halfway decent. I know we're a little bit Mr. Roboto, but you know it's for fun.
He was into it.
I think it's a good time for everybody. Anybody who gets involved with what we're doing, Phil. Anybody who stops by the booth has a good time. Wouldn't you agree? Yeah, you have to tag Cody in that Trinity. I've asked him every week too. He's a very busy guy.
It's to each his own. This I'm not going to
No,
change.
there's no pressure.
This is the way it is. I mean, if you don't like it to watch, it might be no one watching, but I don't care. I just saw Vince Herman and my buddy John Griffin talking, so that's pretty cool.
Well, we've had a good relationship over the years, Vince and I. And he's always been friendly as the musicians go. I've known musicians I looked up to and they weren't friendly. Makes a difference when they're friendly. They stick around. Just another human.
Yeah, I mean, I treat musicians just normal. Just they treat us like rock stars sometimes, which is pretty well.
We're rock stars, man. Sort of, in a way. No, we're not like all the
Excuse
money
me.
and stuff. What did you threaten the people with earlier about buying something or purchasing some art from us this week?
No, I don't do that anymore. No.
You were threatening earlier. You were angry or something.
No, I don't get angry. Well, I do, but it's very rare.
I've never seen that. Well, I've seen you not like people before, but not angry with anybody really.
I ate a salad, ate fresh lettuce, spinach from the garden, some dill and chives with some Italian dressing. Oh,
They had no Italian dressing mix at the store today when I went. That was kind of one of the bummers of my
it's
trip.
something about cutting. Yeah, son of a. I just was outside at the garden.
Well, wow. Another good show. We're going to be taking applications for musicians. You can send us a 45-minute
We've been
video.
on for 2 hours already.
So far. We just got started, right? How are you feeling?
I'm fine.
I had to ask you that when we were sitting at the booth. Like, I was like, should we go to bed yet? How are you
Third
feeling?
Third beer in 5 days. Good for me.
I didn't hurt that bug. I just knocked him out unconscious, and he would take him outside. I don't hurt anything, insects and stuff. But a mosquito I might squash. So I got banners now. I got these John Hartford banners.
I like those.
Yeah, I got all these paintings. If anybody sees anything they like, make an offer. Some of them have been there for a while. This one, hold on, that one? I don't know. One of them, they're all available. Sam Bush Band.
Ambush.
Man, those records are good, and they ship good too. Uncle Vince does have a really good heart, Trinity. We love Uncle Vince. He's a Vince Herman. Again, poof, what a guy.
I like meeting Sam. Sam's one of those good souls. Saw him at Shoe Fest last time. Backstage. He said, "Remember, hey, what's going on? I got your album over my." I like when musicians go, "I got your album over so and so." It's over his kitchen wall or something, right?
That's
Sam?
cool. Well, what you make is it's like you said. We're not vendors.
I mean, I'm sure, but when you saw when they say I put it so and so place, I think that's pretty cool.
Yep.
A few musicians or people, and I'm not going to name them all, where they put them, and I'm like, that is so cool. It gives me the chills. It's pretty cool.
It's nice. I was doing work for Horseshoes and Hand Grenades for a little while, and I was looking up to those guys, and then they met me, and they invited me on the bus, and we had a great old time. And then they found out Jerry was on the poster, and then they started looking through all the posters for Jerry. It's funny. It's fun to watch. We run some good people. We run some good people.
And the boys, Packer fans. Yeah.
I've been trying to follow Adam's. Adam's been doing a lot of live music online.
Adam is, he's know the boys. Hey, H&H, good to see you guys. If you're out there.
Horseshoes and Hand Grenades. We love the Horseshoes and Hand Grenades.
Wisconsin land, not far from me.
Yeah.
Shoes and Hand Grenades, yeah.
Here's to Horseshoes and Hand Grenades. I love them. Yeah. Everybody deserves a little bit of applause. Really big props to Vinny. I'll send him a nice message here in a little bit, thanking him and appreciating what he does, and seeing if he wants me to come help him paint a mural or something at any point in time. I got asked to go to some town in Colorado and paint some mural at a shop for my friend Scott. I don't know if the logistics of getting there is the hard part. It's a long way away. It'd be a good drive, I guess. Chris?
Yeah, the bigger the canvas, the better I am. I mean, I've done walls, and it's
fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to work bigger. It's hard to travel with big stuff when we travel. It'd be nice to have a big gallery show where everything was like 6 foot by 4 foot or something.
I don't know if you use spray paints and anything, polyurethanes or spray paints.
I try them.
Yeah, you gotta have you get ID'd still.
Yeah, for sure. It's color. I love color. Just putting color on stuff and work with light. It's very important.
Yeah, I'm using. Yeah, it's about lighting. A lot of color is good, which I use, but then when I do black and white or just brown and black and white.
Well, it's not about lighting. It's about light. All color is light. You see it as light. It comes in your eyes. I'm probably getting a little too deep now, but it's all.
I got a bunch of 50, 75 albums hanging in my studio downstairs by the little whatever bar area. And old stuff, signed stuff. I go back and look at it, and, I thought it was crap, and I look at it and go, it's pretty cool. I have the holder at the time. You look like you're gonna fly, but you shouldn't fly. You look like the old movie, the pilot at the
This is an important hat.
Got the pilot hat on. Who's having a martini. It's like ready to go. There you go.
So in case things got out of hand, I was going to be ready for anything. There we go. Okay. So it's a space hat. It's for outer space. Could be a mask. You could wear it. That's my mask. Nah, I'm just getting loopy. It's good times. This hat belonged to my brother, Tommy. And he passed away quite a few years ago, and this is something I kept. You know, you recently lost a brother, so, but I had to go to my brother's house and see his stuff, and
You talk.
the hat was something I kept. It's important, but I only wear it on special occasions. And Tommy, he was fun. He was a hell of a dude. He'd have a good time at the festival with me. That's what I think about every time I'm driving to a festival by myself. Is that my brother would love to go to the festivals, and he didn't get to ever experience that.
Here's one from my brother, a piece of the Berlin Wall.
See?
He would,
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a pretty cool piece too.
Yeah, stuff on it. He sent it to me.
He mailed it to you?
What's that?
He mailed it to you?
What's that?
He mailed it to you?
Yes, he did. I've had weird things. He mailed it to me. Yeah. So that, hey, Paul, we'll have a drink on the deck when I'm watering today.
Cheers, Tommy.
And people
Yeah.
in the sky, certain distances away. Who I say to weekly up in the sky.
Extreme social distancing. Pete Jive did send me a message while we were talking. He said, "Man, I will want." I said to Pete, I said, "This is our link tonight. Wish you could play a song for us." Or I said along because I didn't write a song. It re-corrected to along, so he thought he was going to be playing along with us. But then he says back, he says, "Man, I will one of these Fridays. Won't be doing the pizza thing much longer. Just milking what I can." So we'll have Pete Jive on the show one of these weeks to do a few songs for us. Pete's always good for songs.
Why don't you do it right now, Pete?
He's probably working. He's busy. He's did I say pizza thing? I'm not supposed to talk about that. But he's out there being essential, and you know, he's making his music. We all love our Pete Jive. Follow Pete Jive Tuesdays 420. But there should be we should kind of start up a radio situation where it's where you can have like a group or a page, and people could have the time slot of their choice, and then you could share it worldwide or whatever. And like our show would be Friday night from 4 till whenever we decide. But other people could come in and do little sets based on it's basically it's already being done. But like radio kind of, like a radio schedule would be cool. Because there's so many people to watch, but it's going to turn into kind of like radio shows. I like radio. Big fan of radio.
Right. So do I. I mean, I'm old school. I'm old. Yeah, I'm old. When I get up here, I put on 93.1 XRT on the deck and listen to that station, and that's it. You know, it's like a college Chicagoland area. I like, yeah.
Yeah, is Cody going on tonight? Do you know if Cody's going to play tonight?
No, I could have.
Because a lot of musicians and people haven't been doing stuff this week. No, it's tonight. It's Friday, Phil. I think. It's Friday?
Sometimes I lose what day it is. That's not.
It's a weekday. It's a weekday.
Is it?
It's a weekday. I swear, it's a weekday.
No, last weekend that was the series.
Is anybody out there, Trinity and Netta, you guys that are listening, does anybody know if Cody's doing a show tonight? Because a lot of artists didn't do a show this week because of the blackout Tuesday. They kind of carried over to Wednesday and Thursday.
See, I blow my cover when I say I'm going to go put on XRT so I don't listen to anything else. But it makes me sad to listen to live feeds. And it was funny, Laura brought it up. I believe that when I listen to Hartford a little bit this weekend, you're actually watching something. So it was so good.
It's not just watching somebody at home by themselves. Is that what bothers you?
What's that?
Does it bother you that the feeds are just somebody at home by themselves and there's no reaction and there's no show?
No. It's just the memories of the good times.
So I think I just got confirmation that at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, sponsored by the Phil and Jon Zone tonight. Well, not really at all, but we do support Chicago Farmer. He's going to do his show at 7. So people, if you got out there and you like Chicago Farmer, or if you don't even know who he is, check him out. He's badass.
Hey Cody, how you doing? If you're out there, hey Kimber.
He's busy. He's learning a new song. He told me the song titles. I can't repeat them. They're going to be good. It's going to be good tonight, though.
He's one of those musicians that,
All I can tell you is one of the songs There's 15 verses. That's all I can say. Wow, I said too much. He's
I
beating me
can
right
call
now.
Cody a friend, and just because I don't know, I really don't know Cody that well, but I can consider him a friend. Just kind of look and know.
Cody's a
Okay.
friend. Cody's a friend. And then tomorrow night, because tomorrow night they're going to do 3 Cody shows on My Tall Tripod feed again. That's something else we need to talk about before we go. Is a My Tall Tripod either on Facebook or YouTube, and probably on the Chicago Farmer page. There'll be a feed of 2 shows we've seen that he played in the past, and then a new Field Notes show that hasn't been released yet. So he's releasing a video tomorrow that he recorded of Cody and the boys playing. So tomorrow night we got Cody too. It's going to be a festival weekend, folks. It's festival time. Woo! Festival. He didn't say festival. He didn't say it loud like we should have got him to do a festival call. So what are your plans for the weekend then, Phil? Let's talk about the rest of the weekend before we go.
What is my plans?
Besides what we just talked about.
Okay, now we're gonna talk. I got a bunch of barnwood that's finally dried and ready to do. I'm do some stuff in the garage, do some woodworking. It's supposed to be really cool out tomorrow. Yard work, eat good, relax, maybe visit the folks. Excuse me.
Sounds nice.
And just have a nice, relaxful weekend in the yard and building some stuff, some new artwork.
That sounds really good.
John, what are you gonna do?
Me, I'm probably gonna be sitting around the house. I'm working on an album release for a band of heathens right now. Oh.
Get high and watch the tube?
Yep. Pretty much. You get the milk, and I'll get the cookies. We'll get high and do the boogie.
You know, I get a lot of other things. Right up the road, 15 minutes. Aaron Kelly's playing up. It's up to the ladies if they want to go. Be intriguing. Get out 15 minutes away. Some musician, not some. Aaron Kelly, if you know who he is.
They're gonna know. We just told them. Aaron Kelly.
Life is. We're playing by the seat of our pants. We don't really know what we're really doing. Do we really?
No.
Really?
Do we ever? I mean, if one of us doesn't have an extension cord...
But it's even worse now.
No. If I don't have an extension cord, you do. And if you don't have chili, I do. Or vice versa. Strike that. Reverse it. But...
I want something spicy to eat. What are we going to eat spicy? I don't know.
Chili.
Laura got from grocery store.
I had a giant burrito last night, so I got to be careful what I eat tonight. It was delicious.
I could eat Hispanic food all night.
We do. We eat it 3 or 4 times a week, I think, probably. That's our favorite food. For sure. Well, shit, man. I think I want to close out the old Facebook page here in a few minutes so everybody can get back to their campers and get their beers and refresh their drinks and be ready for Cody in a few minutes whenever he comes on at 7 o'clock on the Chicago Farmer page. Phil?
Festival time, it's about that time, 6 o'clock. If you really think about it, we're at festivals. It's like 5 to 6 summer. That's the break time to rejuvenate, and then the evening pops at a festival.
I agree.
Welcome to the Phil and Jon Zone.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have been witness to the Phil and Jon Zone once again. Friday night number 4. We appreciate you coming. Tonight we were sponsored by the letter V for Vince. And album art by Phil. And we hope that you enjoyed our presentation. We'll be back next Friday, I have a feeling. Unless we have some extenuating circumstances.
Oh, that's right. We got a lot of special events and raffles next week.
Next week we are doing raffles.
Right.
And we're going to also do... Hold on. Oh, what happened there? I just burped. What was that?
I can give names of musicians and raffle items. We're going to go with Matt, Scott, Mark, Dan. Those are all names and could be musicians or whatever. They're clues to a puzzle.
Well, you heard it from Phil, folks. There's a puzzle for next week that he's going to arrange and organize and take full responsibility
It could
for.
be in a valley.
I'm gonna give something away next week too. I'm gonna do something where we do some kind of people can pitch in a few bucks and we'll give something awesome away. That'd be awesome. We don't have to pitch in a few bucks. They can just tell us a story or a joke or poem and come on and sing a song.
It's a few bucks. I need a lot of bucks. So do we. Come on. We got to buy something.
Oh dear. Many bucks abound.
We need a 20 by 20 canopy for the Phil and Jon Zone.
So we have a single. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, we could probably figure that out. I don't know. It's going to have to happen now. Now we're pretty much a company that we have to work together. If we go to a festival, we're going to have to do our show from the festival for the people that don't go to festivals. Normally, that's what I used to do. I used to record the festivals and go live at the show for all my friends that were stuck at home that didn't go out and do festivals. And I used to look at the people that were on their phones, and I go, why are you on your phones? And now I realize all I do is sit on my phone and go to the festival.
Are we still live, or is it just you?
We're still live. I haven't decided to end it yet. There was a joke back about a minute ago that was kind of funny.
Right.
So I kept it. But we're going to say goodnight now. We love you all. Phil, say goodnight.
I'll come back. All right.
Say goodnight, Phil.
Good night, everybody. Can I have a hug for everybody? My eyes are not looking at everybody. I don't know.
Okay, hold on. Big, giant virtual hug. Phil's got a virtual hug for everybody. Come on, everybody. Hug him out. Hug him out. Oh, Phil, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. I'm glad to see you at the party. We love you all. Thank you for watching. Support if you can. We will see you very soon. Tell your friends. Tell your mom.